1, 2, 3. All right. What's up, everybody? Looks like a couple of people are here. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just decided I'm sitting here at home by myself. It's Thanksgiving. My dad went to eat, and, well, I didn't feel like it. So here I am. I wanted to hang out with you guys. And I got a couple backstage. Bring on a couple of my heroes. Got Will.
If you look
We
up to
got
me,
Jay.
that's nothing, because, I don't know.
I consider everybody in the community my hero.
I look up to that guy, except for the shirt he's wearing today. I don't think they're going to win.
Hey, we got another one.
Who we got?
The wonderful Matt. What's up, man? Happy Thanksgiving. And that goes out to everybody here.
What is up, y'all?
I got to turn the TV down. I was watching the episode of Friends where they're at flashback and Monica cuts off Chandler's toe with a knife on accident.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I was wanting to watch the next episode, though. It's the one where Ross gets his sandwich stolen at work and he goes posts it on everybody.
That was great.
Well, I tell you, that's one way to piss me off is fuck with my lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do tend to freak out, man. Crap, my hair's messy. I'll be right back.
Well, I mean, it's somebody doing that at work like that.
My hair.
It's basically just
I realized when I got out of the shower, it looks like I have a mullet. I got to get my hair cut.
Yeah, I just cut all mine off. I don't.
It's too cold to do that. I usually I do that in the spring, and then just let it grow all summer.
I wear so many hats. It's okay. I got fuzzy hats.
I've never been much of a hat guy, but I have to wear one for work. So
You have to?
yeah.
Why?
Because it's either that or a hairnet when you're in the kitchen.
Oh, God. Yeah, true.
I'd much rather wear a hat than a hairnet.
Oh, trust me, I've done both, and I agree.
You like our co-host? Look at our co-host.
Hey, Ivy.
I'm
That's
so tired.
What did you do last night that you're so tired? You've been asleep for like
nothing.
12
I
hours.
went to bed, and I don't know.
Wouldn't it be weird if we did Vox got like a secret life and he's out clubbing all night, getting wasted?
Sad. Probably what it is. He looks exactly like the kind of guy that would do that. He wears the glasses so nobody will recognize him during the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like Superman.
Kind of.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta wear a hat at work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that or a hairnet.
Just do what I did, man. Get in real good with the district manager and have him special order you a work hat and custom colors, man.
Wow. I actually did that when I worked at Papa John's. I didn't have to go through the district manager. I just ordered it off Amazon.
Well, I went through district manager because he was a damn Bears fan, and after one of our games, and we had a bet, and one of us was really shit talking the other one. We won't say who was doing what, but he asked me my work code so he could punch in some stuff for me. So I rattled off 24 to 12. 2-4-2-1-2, but that was the score of the game yesterday, and he typed it in and then realized what it was, told me I was an asshole, and then rewarded me by ordering me a hat.
Cool.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
I wonder how they'd feel if I got this hat and wore it to work. I don't think they'd appreciate it.
I'd wear it to work anyway.
Right?
Just get a clerk's hat, or you get a custom hat that says that quote from Clerks. This job would be great if it wasn't for the customers.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome on deliveries.
Oh God, yeah.
I couldn't get any worse tips, so
Yeah, I wasn't a delivery driver, but believe me, I feel his pain. I was the guy who answered the phone when y'all delivery drivers screwed up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
we don't screw up. The customer screws up and then blames us for it. That's how that works.
I will stick up for the customer just a touch. Sometimes the driver makes a boo boo,
Yeah. Sometimes.
but
Actually, the DoorDash drivers, see, we aggregate stuff. If there's only like one driver, somebody calls in
Yeah.
sick, we push it to DoorDash and they come pick it up and take it. And the other day we had one DoorDash guy got pulled over. So the delivery was about an hour late, cold when it got there. She called up and just was rude as hell on the phone to the manager, and I took the delivery. And when I got there, she was nice as hell to me and gave me a $5 tip. Like,
Yeah.
And then same day, one DoorDash driver just disappeared with the food. Never showed up. I guess decided that he wanted the pizza.
You know, if I was a DoorDash driver and I was stealing food, it wouldn't be some cheap ass freaking box company pizza.
Right?
You know,
It'd be some really nice restaurant or something.
I mean, those that know me know I love my pizzas, but my God, you know, places like the big boys, Domino's, Pizza Hut, whatever. Not a fan of them.
No.
So what's the game plan, Kev?
Beat the Lions.
Oh, hey,
No.
Tammy. It's good to see you.
I got
Haven't seen you in a while.
the Lions winning by 3.
Why would you do something that stupid, Will?
The Lions? Really?
Yeah, they're fun to watch.
Even the dog doesn't think that's going to happen.
I'm willing to bet on it, man. But I'm
What are
telling
they?
I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with the football, you know. Hey, easy comic reader. Hey, Mike.
Mike, what's up, man?
Hey, Mike. Man,
Feel free to hop on if you feel like it.
man, the West Coast is just waking up, probably.
I'm on my account, so I only got room for 2 more.
Yeah, Pops is right. If you're going to steal food from somewhere, steal it from like Red Lobster or
Yeah,
Ruth's
that-
Chris or some place like that, you know.
Somebody
that's
ordered
what I'm
actual
thinking.
Biscuits. They'd never make it there.
Don't steal from Olive Garden. That place is trash.
Oh God, terrible.
Well, I don't recommend stealing.
I don't even
But-
think Ivy
But
here
do it
Olive
smart.
Garden. Yeah.
You get just as much time robbing a get and go as you do.
He's been a bad dog this morning though. The cat was outside and we let her out and she ran the cat up in the woods.
Oh gosh.
So
Oh, no.
he's gone hiding somewhere.
I wonder if Jeff's waking up. I bet
I
Jeff's
agree.
waking up.
Well, boy, definitely head to the coast and eat fresh seafood. There's
Yeah,
a
but you gotta get their cheddar biscuits though. I'm telling you, that's what.
those are good. That was what I was talking about. If somebody ordered a bag full of those and I was door dashing them, they'd be missing
There
at
would be a
least.
couple short. Yeah, there'd be a couple short. Hey,
Yep.
Mr. Mars. Tammy,
Mars.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving to everybody.
Let me see if I can.
I don't know how long I can stay on because we're probably going to be eating at like 12:30.
Right, I'm surprised anybody showed up. I just figured I'd be alone.
Well, I had the option to not show up. My dad wanted me to come over for Thanksgiving, and I pointed out that my Packers game was right about the time he was going to plop his ass in front of the TV and start flipping channels, and that just was not going to work with me.
Yeah, that wouldn't work with me either.
No, not with my Packers game on. What the hell are you doing? You're an asshole.
I know I am. Thank you. I'm proud of it.
Got cat sitting in front of the computer, just off
I
camera.
got these 2 bins of just old stuff I've accumulated, and I went through them, and I just found all kind of neat stuff, and I figured I'd show some of it off. And since Wellbore mentioned flying to the coast and eating fresh seafood, one of hey, our good friend from the north, Jamalo. How's it
Hey,
going,
guys.
man? Happy American Thanksgiving.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
What's going on,
Hey,
man?
I know that guy.
I think the Canadians got it
Hi,
right.
John.
They have it early. I think that's the best.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
with October.
Yeah,
Hi,
I think,
John.
I think we should do that in the States.
I agree.
So we could have like Thanksgiving and Halloween, like just a big mega party.
Dude, I
Yeah.
think we need a Thanksgiving earlier so we can have a room to digest and then have a Christmas feast.
I got a cool thing somewhere, but
Hey, Jay,
What do you want?
you see that huge signing yesterday in baseball?
Was it the Cease signing or was it something else?
Yeah, cease. That's going to help them.
You got somebody else there too.
You know, he was a former.
Hey.
Sandman.
Oh, long time no see, man.
I know. Good morning, all of you.
Thanksgiving?
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Cluck.
My
Okay.
wife is busy slaving away in the kitchen, and I was threatened with many different types of painful death if I go in there. So hang out with you guys, man.
Hey, strange dog. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving.
I wouldn't have been a problem because I don't cook worth a shit.
Hey, could someone let me know when it's like 12:40? Because then I'll have to leave.
Did you have okay?
It's
Yeah,
12:40.
but right here, I can't.
Yeah, it's 12:40. Well, you can leave.
Your
You
time.
Thank
got
God.
Yeah.
Hey, it is
Bob, are
12:40
you three-
in Atlantic time. It is 12:40. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Are you 3 hours ahead of us?
No,
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm at
He's 3 hours
11:40.
behind you, I guess. Yeah.
I'm at. Oh, I'm 3 hours ahead
No,
of you.
yeah, ahead
yes.
of him. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. He's 3 hours ahead
that's
of you.
what I mean because I'm on the West Coast. Then yeah, you got an hour.
West Side.
Saeed. No, and then I got work tomorrow at 6 a.m. I have to be there at 6.
We got this panel's got all kinds of people from the States and we got a Canadian up north. We have
Yep.
somebody that lives in the Midwest. You got and me and Boggs and Kevin live in the South. So
We got
Hey,
the
I'm-
whole,
I'm doing everything I can to get out of here, man.
I know.
But
It's an international
I
panel.
don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. The cost of living out there is just insane. So
oh yeah, and not only that, I think I mentioned this before. Our glorious governor in California passed a ban without anybody voting on it called the Glock ban, which bans any semi-automatic pistol. So
they're trying to turn into that's kind of like Canada.
yeah,
You
they
can't have a pistol
basically
in
don't.
Canada, I think.
Yeah, because they know if they take away our free speech, then they take. I mean, if they take away our guns, they can take away our free speech. And yeah, it's just no. I want to go somewhere where there's castle law. I don't get taxed to death, and homes are like my wife's father did, in Idaho, and she wants to be near him, so we're looking at that. But the economy here in California, I don't know if you guys are experiencing it, but there is no lowering of prices on food, on gas.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Same here. Same
The
here.
way I'm going to put it is, y'all got the same president we got, so we feel it everywhere.
Yeah.
And I hate to admit it, after he was doing his tour and he got shot, me and my son, we jumped on the bandwagon with him, and then we saw all the horrible things.
Hey, madam.
And it was just not a good.
No.
We're not happy. We feel deceived, if that makes sense, and realize that
I
they're
know.
both two sides of the same evil coin, and no matter what we do, we're going to lose, because anyone who wants to get in those positions of power,
Lee, fantastic.
something
well,
wrong.
I can't find it. I'll run across it eventually. I was going to show you this cool place in Savannah, Georgia. There's a restaurant called the Pirate's House.
Ooh,
And it actually was a pirate's house.
I can believe it. They
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got there was a secret tunnel under it that ran out to the Savannah River so they could get back and forth, and it's really neat. Got a really cool history. Hey, Lady F,
I'm gonna look it up.
gobble gobble.
Hey, Kevin, do you like Robert Crumb and Charles Bukowski?
Yeah. Okay. I know. Oh wow.
Hey, Jim.
Yes, sir.
You need to show Jean because he's a pulp guy. He loves Space Ghost. You need to
Hey,
show him
madam.
Space Ghost.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jean, look at this.
I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, I seen that one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a little big book.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I have one on my wish list on eBay because I saw one that wasn't too expensive. Because
Yeah, I was lucky. I got this from Dan Cicada Sonic.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, I mean, it's got kid writing on the first page, and it was a kid's book, but it's in much better condition than the Shadow one I bought that Metarog has to do major cleaning and fixing to.
I saw
Swift.
a Frankenstein Jr. in the Big Little books.
Oh, I need Frankenstein Jr. I love that. That and the Herculoids and
Yeah,
Birdman.
Herculoid. I think there's Herculoids and I think there's Birdman too. So
Some of those are really expensive.
I know.
had a Tom Swift one, and I bought it at a thrift store for like
Can I get more coffee, or are you gonna kill me, honey?
sold it for 60 on eBay.
Can I get more coffee or am I gonna die?
And then one of the reasons I love the pulps, guys, and I switched to pulps instead of the comics thing is without the pulps, there'd be no comics because they are the progenitors of all the costumed heroes.
Pause for a minute.
There is no pause. I'm live, honey.
There is no pause.
I always had to tell my mom that on World of Warcraft in the middle of a raid. Pause your game.
I know, huh? But
Pause.
okay, well, hold on. We got a message from Aaron. I'll be right back. Okay, hold on.
Sure. And you can kind of pause a live stream. You can do that.
Oh, we got your youngest viewer ever. Pop said that his
Oh,
that
she's
baby Elizabeth is watching.
months old now. Gosh, it's been 6 months.
Damn, that's hard to believe.
Seems like just yesterday when you.
So everybody be on. Don't be cussing a lot. We don't want that kid learning
Yeah,
bad
Jean.
habits.
Yeah,
don't worry,
Jay.
she'll be
That'd be the
14
first
soon
word she
enough,
picks
and you'll be in big trouble.
Yeah, it's funny how the first word they pick up is the one you don't want them to say.
It's
Yeah,
usually
right.
it's usually the big one they drop. Too.
She ought to have a phone number and a pension by now, lazy kid.
Oh my god.
There's some people that actually seem to feel that way about you.
I wish I could
Well-
just stay here all day.
I'm supposed to be working on a Thanksgiving video where I'm gonna
What?
is Paulo here? Well, Horse said Paulo Costa. I don't see where he said he. If Paulo's here, then I'm not seeing his comments. But welcome.
I don't see any either. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Okay,
do you
go
have
ahead.
that multiple stream thing on where it's like vertical?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Because I can't because I'm free StreamYard.
Okay, what are you saying, Kev?
I'm supposed to be working on this video for Thanksgiving where I was gonna, thank the entire community for,
Be right back.
being here because I love it. I love all you guys, the people in chat, the people here on the stream, everybody named in the comments there that I posted. You're all my heroes. Oh,
I'm Batman.
all right, lady. You have a great Thanksgiving.
You too.
Kevin,
Yeah.
Have fun.
I am thankful that you're my friend and everybody on this panel and in the chat. I consider friends too. I'm grateful.
I would say more, but I'm half awake, so
Very good.
that's I agree, man.
I see you turn your camera off because you don't want people to see you cry.
No, I just look like a mess right now.
I'm liable to because Matt was talking about Friends. Man, I've broken into tears watching Friends before. I'm quick to tear up when. Yeah.
The last episode's kind of sad. I know some people kind of hate on it now, the show, but I like it. I was
I
watching
think
the
the
episode where
Thanksgiving episodes are fantastic.
Yeah.
Of Friends. Like the
Monica
football
got the-
one.
Yeah, that was a really
I like
good
the one. I just watched the one where Joey got the turkey stuck on his head.
Now, you know Mr. Bean.
Oh, and Rachel says, Mrs. Sandman says, "Happy Thanksgiving, everyone."
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you.
The episode, the one I was talking about, I can't wait to watch is the one next. It's the one where Ross takes his turkey sandwich to work. And
Oh God, yeah, and he just
flips out.
Yeah. Which one was the episode where Monica put on the turkey with the fez and the glasses and dancing? That was hilarious.
Season 8 or something.
Yeah, Friends wasn't my favorite sitcom, but I did enjoy it. I watched it with my mom. I got
Yeah, my mom likes it too. Like, I like Seinfeld too. Speaking of Seinfeld, remember the one where Kramer was using like butter or something on himself when he was in the hot tub and moving, like looked at him, he looked like a turkey.
No soup for you.
I never watched Cheers.
Never watched it. Them too. Never liked them.
The Murphy. I liked some of the Murphy Browns were great, but
I think Cheers Thanksgiving was at Carla's place.
Oh, Night Court is awesome. Harry Anderson, a real con man and magician.
Such a good show.
Yeah. I love Night Court and Cheers. That was my Thursday night viewing for a long ass time, man.
Frasier. I was a big Frasier.
Cheers Thanksgiving was at Carla's place and they had a food fight.
I remember that.
Never ever relate to Frasier because he was so highbrow and high society.
Yeah.
I like his
dad, but I enjoyed watching him.
He was like the oddball.
Having bad stuff happen.
His dad was cool though. I liked his dad because he made sure.
His dad was kind of like me, a beer and peanuts kind of guy.
And that's why the newer Frasier isn't near as good because Dad's not there.
Yeah.
I loved his wife. She's one of my favorite actresses.
Lilith.
Yeah, Bebe Newworth.
Oh yeah. She was great.
Yeah, she's like one of my favorite actresses. I don't know.
She
why.
did a.
I would have loved to push her in a corner.
That was called Life Goes On, lady. I believe
she had that look. I don't know, especially when she had her hair all stuck together there.
Yeah, Life Goes On.
Yeah,
I tell you,
of hers there. Give me a pair of scissors and let me at her.
Yep.
I seen one of her stage.
Mr. Mars, hey, God bless you and happy Thanksgiving, man. Good to see you.
Really? I did not know she sang all the girl vocals on Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell.
I did not know that.
Did she?
You know,
yeah, before Marky Post.
You want to watch Night Court? The entire show is on Amazon Prime Video. And if you already have an Amazon Prime membership, it's all free to use. So
yeah. You know, one of my favorite Neil Gaiman short stories is called Snow Glass Apples. It's just a really, really cool. I hate to spoil it, but it's a retelling of what is it? Snow White from the point of view of the evil witch, but she's not evil. Snow White is, as it turns out. In fact,
that's an interesting twist.
And there's an audio version of it. You can find it on YouTube, or no, it's on a website somewhere. Radio Show Archives or something like that. You can do a search. It's and Baby Newworth is the one that narrates it as the witch.
Oh, there's telemarketers working today.
Oh my God! Scam telemarketers are working today. Thanksgiving.
Because they know everybody's home.
It's not Thanksgiving in India.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true, Matt. Yeah, good point.
It's only Thanksgiving in America. Everywhere
else,
money never sleeps. Money never sleeps anyway. You know, greed's everywhere.
Yeah, facts
Here
of
in
life.
Canada, it's just Thursday, and we're just Thursday, and
But like the old Facts Live, not like when they turned it into like they were working at a restaurant or something. I didn't
Yeah.
like it as much. I like-
Facts of life. I knew Natalie because way back in my punk days when I was dating Kelly, they went to the same very expensive Catholic school in Hollywood, and she lived in the Fairfax district. So we went to 2 or 3 of her parties. Never saw Tootie or Blair there, and I don't know their real names.
Now,
But
what was Joe?
yeah, Joe.
Joe,
Joe was the one I really wanted to meet, and because she seemed like
the down to earth, you know.
yeah, Christy McNichol's sister. If anybody remembers Christy McNichol back,
Dude, that was like my first crush ever.
Yeah,
Her and what was it, Little Darlings?
yeah.
Christy
And then
McNichol and
I don't know.
What about
I
Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley?
I see who's the boss up there, and all I can think is, damn, even back then I had a crush on her.
yeah, Mindy Cohn. There you go. Thank you, Lady Fantastic.
Hey guys, I'm gonna
And,
head
you
out,
know-
but I'm gonna watch in the chat because I need a power nap.
The only reason
Yeah,
Y'all
I
have a
watched
good
Laverne and Shirley was for
Thanks for
Lenny.
showing up, man.
Wiggy.
take care, Will.
No
Have
other
a
reason
great
to watch
Thanksgiving,
Laverne and Shirley. They
I
were
thought they were
awesome.
hilarious. I like the
I,
Olive
I, I
Garden.
had a crush on Penny Robinson in Lost in Space.
Oh yeah, everybody had a crush on Penny Robinson.
God,
I wasn't alive, so
I thought she was
I was
so.
gonna say,
I had
I
a
was a
picture of her over my bed.
Now,
Did you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
Billy Mummy had to wait till he was actually 18 to go take her out on dates and stuff, and it was like the biggest thing because he had a crush on her. You know.
oh. And yeah,
And now,
Laverne
well,
and Shirley, Happy
she
Days.
ballooned up a little bit since then. So,
Yeah.
I was
well, you
always
might say it's more to love. I mean,
I was
about
going to tell you, Kevin. You know, I'm reading this Green Hornet Chronicles, which is a bunch of short stories about the Green Hornet and Cato with great writers in it. And so far, I mean, I'm about halfway through the book, and one of the best stories in here so far has been about Cato, and it was more about what was going on in Korea, the Korean War, and how his family and whole village was slaughtered, and everything Britt Reed went through to get him out of the country to hear, and why he was so thankful, and how somehow the group that was wiping out his tribe of Korean people, which sounds weird saying, but it's the only way to describe it, his village, ended up as gangsters in Detroit in his time where he's Mr. Martial Arts Master, and there's the final showdown. I was like, wow, this is actually good. And I didn't want to read this story. I'm thinking, Cato. We all know Bruce Lee's a badass. It doesn't matter.
That's the only reason I ever watched the show. You know,
Yeah.
Bruce Lee. I mean,
but the whole idea of a hero fighting crime but labeled as a villain at that time was a totally new concept,
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
You know,
I watched the show just to see the car.
when they showed the reruns in Hong Kong, they changed the title of the show to the Cato Show.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Hong Kong,
guys, have you seen the fire in China? The apartment buildings?
Yeah, that's
skyscrapers. Wow, man.
Yeah.
That was
8 of them.
What I'm worried. I pray for them, but it was so funny. They were talking about how the Muslim terrorists in Nigeria kidnapped 300 children out of a Christian school. 50 managed to escape.
Wow.
Yeah, this was just a few days ago, and now we're not hearing anything about it in the news after our glorious administration promised to support Christians in Nigeria, and they were going to come down hard.
Right.
I'm like, hang on, don't brush this stuff under the thing.
He's too busy planning a war with Venezuela to get oil.
Yeah, And we know that's what it's all about. They already got the CIA over there doing wet works. It's just disgusting. And we got France ready to declare war against Russia and try to bring all of Europe in, which would bring us in. I'm like, dude.
Hey, I got to run for a bit, y'all. I'll be back.
I'll get ready. I'll be gone in about 30 minutes. I'm going to stay about 30 more minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably only be on about that long.
Yeah.
One of the videos I've got coming up it was in May of 1999. Drew Carey sent me and my best friend to Hong Kong.
Oh, wow.
That's the newspaper I picked up while I was there. Remember, I don't know how many of y'all watched the Drew Carey show, but there was an episode. Yeah, where Mimi,
3 episodes where he got sent there by Mimi.
Yes, she shipped into Hong Kong by freight with no passport, no money, no nothing, and he had to find his way back.
Yep.
During that run, they had a nationwide contest. Every state had radio stations do a trivia every day for a week, and then they would draw a name from each winner, and that person, they gave away one to each, 2 people from each state, the winner and their friend or whatever, got a 7-day trip to Hong Kong. And actually, when the guy on the radio, who actually was a friend of mine, I actually knew the guy, the trivia question was, when Drew was stuck in Hong Kong, what was he selling on the side of the road to try to get money to get back? And I was like, it was a rubber chicken. Well, it was supposed to be a real chicken, but when he told me to swing it around, it was a rubber chicken, obviously. But it was a chicken. I'm like, and I was drunk. I was drunk that day. I called the dude up. It was a chicken. Ah, you're the winner. So I won a little prize pack with like, here we go. Here's one of the things I got. Unfortunately, it's not autographed, but well,
yeah.
Got a mug, a towel, a couple cool items. And that was the final day of it. And he said, man, stick around, keep listening to the radio. In 30 minutes, we're going to draw the winner of the trip to Hong Kong. And he drew my name.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, holy shit. I got to admit, if there was a cash option, I would have taken the cash. The plane tickets were $2,000.
And you couldn't turn them in and get the money back?
Couldn't transfer them. Couldn't take an option. So I'm like, well, Mike, we're going to Hong Kong, dude. And wow, talk about culture shock. And part of it, we got a 3-hour tour. We actually did not stay. In fact, when you go to Hong Kong, I don't think there's even any hotels on Hong Kong, the island. Yeah. You stay in Kowloon on the mainland side, which is a 25-cent ferry ride to Hong Kong. And that was 99, and 25 cents, I think $1 US equaled 7 Hong Kong dollars. So it was like a nickel.
And at least it wasn't a 3-hour tour on a boat. You got lost somewhere, But you could have been with Farmer's daughter and a glamorous movie star, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, well, 3, exactly.
As long as Gilligan wasn't there, you're all right,
Right. But yeah, it was at the time, I think 97 was when the British handed Hong Kong back over to China. And of course, China did not want to, completely apply their, communist rules. They made it because they wanted to keep the money flowing.
Bless you.
So they called it a special administrative region. And for 70 years, it was supposed to be, but if you know the news, they didn't wait. They recently kind of took over.
Yeah, they sucked everything back in.
Right. So when I went, it was still, pretty. There were plenty of people that spoke English. You could always find someone that could translate for you. The Victoria Harbor, Victoria Peak. We stayed at this hotel called the Great Eagle, which is a couple years later we noticed they had changed the name. And man, it was pink marble. All the furniture was teak wood. the bathroom was freaking as big as my bedroom here.
Wow.
I mean, glass shower that was freaking as big as my bathroom is in this house. The tile floors were heated. You walk on it's like, whoa, they're warm. It was crazy. Just, I think best like 5-star hotel, the room was probably $200 a night and 99, $200 US a night.
Yeah.
And man, it was wild. And in the hotel, after we got back from our trip, my buddy that went with me calls me up at like 2 a.m. He's like, dude, turn on TNT, check it out. There's a Jackie Chan movie on. And he's fighting in the lobby of the hotel we stayed in.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Ladder Santa.
What's up, man?
Hey, just dropped in. I'm taking a little break for lunch.
Turkey?
Because us non-colonists, we have to be socialists, and we don't get Thanksgiving. We had it last month.
Right. I wish we had it.
Actually, I wish we had it early too, because I like Thanksgiving.
But it means there's a month left to Christmas.
Yeah. And of course,
how are you?
We'd have Christmas stuff everywhere as soon as Thanksgiving's over, even if it was in October.
Good.
Actually, they've got Christmas stuff out since probably September for the most part.
Yeah, I got to order my goddaughter's Christmas gift.
Oh, we went to another place I've seen in movies. You regularly, Hong Kong, Aberdeen Harbor is where all the houseboats are. And they're like apartments. They're lined up. People live on them. They don't really go anywhere. And just, crammed in there. And you're sitting there looking at these houseboats, and then out in the harbor are freaking $20 million yachts,
Yes.
Victoria Harbor was at the time the busiest harbor in the world. It was crazy how many ships went back and forth with freight and people and how they would cross. Like, you look out the hotel window and watch it, and it's like, man, it's amazing that they didn't. How the hell did they not hit each other?
I'm still in my PJs, guys, and I haven't done my hair, so please excuse me. It's the first time in a long time I've had a 3-day weekend, so I'm going to enjoy it.
Hey, actually, Southern Comic Geek, Hooded Hog Mystery is one of the better Party Boys books. Although the best one is called The Mystery of Cabin Island. I read the original text from pre-1959. It's just a really well-written story, and I read it every December because it's like the only Christmas Hardy Boys book.
Interesting. Wow. I didn't even know that.
On Christmas Day, I watch A Christmas Carol, the 1953 version.
Yeah, I like
in black and white, not the colorized version, the black and white version.
Very I got pants on. They're Pokemon PJs, see?
There you go.
Southern Comic Geek was worried I wasn't properly dressed. So.
As long as you're wearing something, you're properly dressed for my stream. Mm-hmm. I read it every December. This is a cool little collection.
No. Awesome.
I'm a pretty big
fan. I watch A Christmas Carol in black and white every Christmas Day. I sit in front of my TV in my PJs. I have my beer. I don't care what time it is. I have my beer. I watch the movie. It's always, I don't know, that movie grabs me by the heart for something. Tugs on my heart.
I also have this one, which is fully annotated and illustrated. So it gives you this interesting, facts about the writing of it and stuff.
Yeah,
I also read this thing called a Dixie Christmas.
Ah, nice.
I'm a Georgia kid.
I found one book at the Assistant League's thrift store that I had to get. It's called The Ghosts of Christmas, and it's short stories that all have to do with ghosts and Christmas all together. And it's got Dickens, it's got Algernon Blackwood. I mean, a whole bunch of great writers in there. I'm gonna read that. And then
yes, Hogfather. We
yeah,
gotta watch.
I love Hogfather.
Pratchett's my favorite writer of all time.
Yeah. Another movie I really like is Meet John Doe, done by Frank Capra, who everybody knows for It's a Wonderful Life.
Mhm.
But I personally think Meet John Doe is a much better story, and it takes place from Thanksgiving to New Year's, and it's a really good story about the common man and loving your neighbor and what the holiday season should really be about, you know. And I like that Frank Capra did those message movies, although I don't watch It's a Wonderful Life because it's too well played. And then
yeah, I love that movie, but yeah, I've seen it so many times.
Exactly.
It's like a Christmas story.
Yeah.
I really, can I sit through that again? I
The
know he's
only
not going to
movie-
do it out.
Yeah, the only movie I've seen a gazillion times and I will watch every time this season is my collector's edition of Nightmare Before Christmas, because it's
Mine would be Christmas
Halloween.
Vacation. I can watch that over and over and over.
Yeah.
That movie is so good.
It's awesome, and it's people don't understand the whole thing is just a gothic love story, man. When he's singing about why his heart's so empty and something's missing, it's because he doesn't have love in his life, man.
Home Alone.
Hey, Pops,
Yeah.
you have a good Thanksgiving.
That's my fun movie for Christmas.
Yeah.
I've got a fun film theory about Home Alone. Fans of Home Alone and the Saw series say that the Home Alone kid grew up to be Saw, because you'll notice the traps are the exact same type that the kid did, but they're more deadly, you know, and he's taken it to a severe extreme, just flipped, you know.
Yeah. That's cool.
If you want to watch, a movie that's really graphic, it's, called The Collector.
Yeah, I don't watch that stuff.
Ooh,
I call
The
it murder
Collector there.
porn.
That's weird, man.
No murder
that the
porn for
one-
me.
Is that the what do you call one? The
Collector.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
White
With
Christmas
what's
is
her face?
awesome.
Angelina Jolie and.
You mean
I don't
Bone
think.
Collector?
I know. I don't
Oh,
think.
that
she's-
was that was the Bone Collector. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like-
that had Denzel Washington in it, didn't it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like true crime stuff, and then I like the old school horror movies the best though.
Yeah. For me, it's about the mood, the setting, the atmosphere, building tension, leaving things to mystery. Because your mind comes up with crazier stuff than what.
I like a good
Halloween.
Jason Voorhees movie though.
Halloween, the first Halloween movie. That's the one that it's not graphic, but
Yeah.
boy, your imagination runs wild.
There's
And
very little blood in Halloween. Now, I like the slasher movies from the 80s because they're kind of cheesy and fun.
Now the first Nightmare on Elm Street, that was over the top Grand Guignol. You laugh at it. It was funny but serious too. And there's a whole bunch of rumors about that too. That the girl Nancy was actually the daughter of Freddie and her mom, because she is having an illicit affair on John Saxon, which is why he tortured her and chased after her, but never tried to kill her. You know.
I gotta go, guys. Families, my dad and cousin are here, so
Okay, man.
I'll talk to
Good
you
seeing you, Matt.
Yeah, have a happy
Thanksgiving, man.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right, love you, brother.
I'll
Gobble,
see you
gobble.
later.
Before I go, hey, can I show this picture here I got? Hold on. I'm doing my show tonight as always. and they've mixed everything. I can't do it. Never mind. I got it. Won't let me show it. Apparently, they're not here no more. I got a 600 subscriber Thanksgiving giveaway tonight. I decided to do so. I'll be giving away a Headless Horseman Dark Horse comic, Art Germ Wonder Woman, Wolverine number 49 with Mark Silvestri art, and a trade paperback of Transformers Volume 1 by Daniel Warren Johnson.
Cool. And I'll be there in the Comic Lounge tonight.
Huh?
Comic Lounge tonight?
Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So if you get out of your turkey coma, stop by.
Oh, I'll be there, brother. I'll support you. You know
Put the
that.
fan.
I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Thanks, Matt.
Later.
Oh, and if anybody is up tonight at midnight, which would technically be Friday, I have a video dropping about the character that was practically as good as Kane. I mean, as good as Conan, Carl Edward Wagner's Kane.
Yeah, Kane. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I do a deep dive into Carl Edward Wagner, the Kane books, and I have a big sword too. So check it out.
I don't have the Kane books anymore, but I used to have them. I used to have all the Conan books, the Robert E. Howard, the Lynn Carter, which weren't near as good as Howard. But
oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's why. Truman Capote, A Christmas Memory. I never read that one, man.
Yeah, it's autobiographical.
I read The Great Gatsby, which is dry, but it's a good story about the elite and really tells you just how far removed they are from us, man.
I think, and the movie was pretty darn good too.
Yeah.
I have that over here.
You know, Tobey Maguire is really an totally underrated actor. I mean, because he did so good in that movie, The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
And DiCaprio did too, but you know.
Oh yeah, he was great in it.
Yeah. I personally thought, though, one of his best roles was him acting off of Brad Pitt in that Tarantino flick, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That was great, man.
Huh. I guess I thought I had the Great. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. I thought I had the Great Gatsby, but I guess I don't. But I do have. If Lady F's still out there, she probably.
Oh yeah, Mary Shelley. Now you got to be careful with that. Is it the original 1816 version or the 1818 remaster?
Critical edition. It's the 1818. Even. Okay.
You want to try to find, and it is in paperback. It's a little harder to find. Find the uncut, unabridged, unedited 1816 version, which is directly from her writing, nothing taken out. There's about 30, 40 more pages in it, and it gives you much more deep dive into Adam and the love-hate relationship between.
Yeah, there's a third edition also, which is what this was from 1831.
Yep, that's one of the annotated books I want to get. Is the annotated uncut Frankenstein. I want the annotated Dracula, and I want the annotated Alice in Wonderland, or Through the Looking Glass, as it's called. You know,
I love annotated editions.
Yeah,
I got the annotated Sandman, a couple of the. I need to get the other two. I think there's 4 of them, 3 that covers the whole series. And this is really cool too.
And Vogs, after the whole Here There Be Dragons trilogy of books, I haven't liked anything IDW's done on the Godzilla books. I just don't like the direction IDW's taken with Godzilla. It's like they lost all the people who really cared about Godzilla. Ooh, Gulliver's Travels. That is a classic, man.
And somebody took the dust jacket off and cut it up and pasted it into the inside of the book.
What were you going to say, Glenn?
I was saying, I think he's talking about the just the foils for the new. They're the redone versions of Godzilla in Hell.
Oh, those I would like to see. Are they? God,
One's metal, and the other ones are just foil. But
who's doing the art? Is it Bob Eggleton?
No, but I was going to show you that I got a 9.6, the retailer exclusive for Rulers of Earth #1.
Yeah.
You know, the purple Bob Eggleton Godzilla head turning
Yeah,
sideways.
the one I was missing from my collection. The only one.
I got it.
Oh, awesome. I could never find that book for less than $100, Glenn. Never. And I wasn't going to pay $100 for a raw copy of it, you know, because I'm a cheap guy.
I did not. I saw the cover and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to.
I paid. I think it was $37 for the 9.6. It was a guy, and it hasn't been cleaned or pressed, so I'm gonna crack it and read.
Ooh, yeah, you're gonna get a 9.8 out of that easy. I'm glad, Glenn. I want you to know, and I say it in front of everybody. I'm glad my most prized Godzilla books, like the signed and resketched one, and the whole Rulers of Earth and Godzilla in Hell. I'm glad that all went to you because I know that's for your PC. So
it is. It ain't leaving. Godzilla stuff ain't leaving me anytime soon.
Yeah, and I'm glad the Marvel Godzillas went to Aaron because he loved, you know, he grew up on the 70s Marvel, so that's his personal PC stuff too. So I'm happy they went to good homes.
Boggs, if you're still watching,
Keep that open.
Okay.
There you go. It's on its way to you.
It cracks.
Okay. You told me to stay. You told me to stay out of the kitchen. I'm only going to go.
I make coffee, so
I'm only going to go in there for coffee, and
just be careful of the oven, okay?
I will avoid the oven like the plague, babe. Okay.
Shut in the oven.
Yeah, no, dude, you guys do not understand how good my wife's turkey is, dude.
This is just the cheesecake.
Oh, okay, but dig this. On her turkey, she brines it, and she takes the skin off, brines it in Himalayan sea salt and water for 3 days before cooking it, and then cooks it, keeps it basted and moist in there, and by the time it's done, all the meat is so tender and juicy. As you're pulling it out of the oven, the meat is literally falling off the bones. The legs just come right off, man.
Yeah.
That's a good turkey, guys.
I cook it upside down.
And she cooks it upside down, too, to lock in the moisture.
Oh, we do. For Thanksgiving, every other year we swap it. So for Thanksgiving, we'll do, like this year, it was smoked. We did smoked turkey for Thanksgiving, and then for Christmas this year it'll be deep fried.
Oh, I hear so many stories about, you know, the deep fried stuff. My boss at work, that's all he does. In fact, today he's probably deep frying his. You know, he's got it down to a science, but I'm just so scared of that.
Oh no, this is a big unit. It's by Butterball, right? So it's a complete unit made for doing inside.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a propane one that's outside that, you know, usually people fall over and it, you know, goes up in flames. No. This is a controlled unit. So it's safe.
Okay, cool. I never heard of that. Dude, okay, let's put it this way. My wife had to have a procedure yesterday that is very invasive, and it's something all of us men have to get by the time we get 50. That's all I'll say. So, and she's in here making from scratch a pumpkin pie, a cheesecake, and the turkey. Okay. So, yeah.
I'll take the cheesecake, and you guys can have the rest.
That's talent. Okay, I agree with you. It's talent, man.
Forget the rest. Give me the cheesecake.
I'm glad to see DC's bringing Vertigo back. I really am. But I don't know if they're going to get the talent in titles. You know, to maintain it like they did in the late 80s and 90s. I mean, they just had the dream team with Alan Moore, Neil Gaiman, Grant Morrison.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, they do have James Tinian and Brian Azzarello's doing an 8-issue 100 Bullets miniseries.
Oh, and I just checked on eBay. There are no Herculoids Big Little books. There are no Birdman Big Little books. You can
Yeah.
get Frankenstein Jr. You can get Space Ghost. I saw a Fantastic Four, which is on my wish list. A Big Little book.
Yeah.
There are a couple of the older superhero books,
Yeah.
but like Herculoids ain't there. There's
Hey,
no
Rob, you're trying to load.
Birdman. There's no
Here.
Johnny Quest.
Hey, well,
Rob!
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble to you, good
Happy
sir.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, I can't stay long, but I wanted to jump on and wish everybody happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
You
I'm
too,
looking
Rob.
forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, my next one to get,
He's
other
doing
than
all
Oh,
day
my
dollar
dollar
sale.
show.
is the Green Hornet one. My next one to get, other than this, is going to be Green Hornet. And so I'll have the Shadow, Green Hornet, and Space Ghost. If I can find the Frankenstein Jr. for $20 or less, I'll probably pick that up sometime soon. But
Yeah, give me a second there. I'll put it in the.
Did you hear me earlier? I had a Tom Swift Jr. or I think it was Tom Swift Jr. Big Little book.
oh wow,
At antique store or something for like I think I paid $8 for it.
oh,
And I sold it on eBay for 60.
I got to show you guys something I picked up from 1930, and I only paid $7 for it. I was amazed. If you haven't seen my video on it, I'm going to show it now. Hold on.
So how are you doing, Rob?
Good. I got the turkey in the oven. It'll be done in like an hour and a half or so.
Yeah. How
I
many
put
boxes
one
you got
in the
ready
shop
tomorrow?
for you, Frankenstein Jr. So
Cool.
The most
Oh, yeah.
famous pulp magazine of all, Amazing Stories. This is the quarterly edition. It's got like 300 pages to it. It's from summer of 1930. And he was selling it for $7 because it was damaged, but all it's got is that missing there. And you can see the spine is a little roughed up, but it's got the cover. All the stories are complete. I was just gobsmacked getting that.
Wow.
yeah, I put a link for that book you were looking for, Frankenstein Jr. It's in the private chat.
I see.
How much?
I think it's like $5 US plus I don't know how much shipping. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where it's probably going to get you is the shipping, because shipping from Canada is wow.
Oh, but that one's not in Canada. That one's in the US. So
Oh, it is?
yeah,
Okay.
Probably.
there's quite a bit actually in the US. It's just that the grades are better, so you're paying more. Because I saw one was like $35 Canadian plus $22 shipping. So come on.
Oh, for some reason, it's not letting me log in. So hold on. I know how to do this. I'll fix it. I'll just bring up my own account because I think that was your account, and it it didn't like me. Your account didn't like me.
Yeah,
So,
Well, hey, Rob. How many long boxes you got ready for tomorrow?
A lot.
A lot.
you're doing a big sale tomorrow?
I'm
$1
doing a dollar
sale all day.
sale starting
Wow.
at 11. I can only stream for 6 hours at a time with my software, so I'm going to go from 11 to 5, and then you possibly come back after dinner. Depends on how wore out I am. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to just be like the old claim sales that we used to do real fast, and whoever claims it first gets it. And,
Cool.
I just got too many books in the garage, that if I can't get rid of them by the end of the year, I can't deduct them. So it's just like, okay, let's get rid of them.
Right.
Oh my God, guys. I just found 3 big little books for $14 and $10 shipping. You get Gentle Ben, Aquaman, Scourge of the Sea, and Frankenstein Jr. for $14. That's like a drum with a hole in it, man.
I always include the shipping when I consider costs. So.
Yeah, but $10 shipping UPS media mail. So $24 for the 3 books. That's $8 a book. That's not bad.
That's good, actually.
Yeah.
But let me look at all the photos. I hope he's got where they're open because I want to make sure no mold.
Kevin, I saw you were going through the DC Connect. Did you go all the way through it yet?
No, I haven't.
I was looking through it last night. If you turn to the KO pages, I don't quite understand it, but it looks like they're bringing in a bunch of independent characters into the KO storyline. There's a big illustration there with Vampirella in it and some other characters.
Oh, wow.
In DC?
Yeah, by the way, Yamalo, a Vampirella holiday special came out yesterday.
I seen one on my sponsor, my YouTube channel sponsor. There's one available. But I'll get it only after Christmas. I don't want to order it. I mean, if I would have gotten it before Christmas, it always says something like ships December 17th. Okay, well, I mean, I won't get it for Christmas, that's for sure.
At Lady F's suggestion, she just bragged it up so much I had to read this Wonder Woman Historia, and it is a excellent story. And they're coming out with a special edition of it, absolute edition.
Wow!
I just noticed that. Of course, it'll be $100 US. Yep.
You can always find those absolutes and omnibuses dirt cheap if you try. You just got to look, man. Just got to look.
Haven't they reprinted that enough?
I have one absolute and I have 2 omnibus.
Yeah.
And the rest are hardcovers and trade paperbacks.
Hey, Jeff.
Like I got the Wrath of the Spectre for $40, brand new, still shrink wrapped, and that included shipping. So, and it's not a damaged copy, but it was from a reseller who bought a damaged box, and this was one of the copies. I guess it was not damaged, so I was happy. And
that's awesome.
Here in Canada, we pay the big bucks for the omnibus and the absolutes and the hardcovers and all of that.
How did you get out of your safe space, Mr. Jack? What
I
the
broke
hell?
out.
Fucker.
On my way, there was a file in the cake.
But Gene, I'm sure you could still buy it from these same dealers that are in the U.S. and pay shipping. I mean, shipping for an omnibus isn't going to be more than $25, and $40 for an omnibus. So that's $65 versus the $125 price tag that's on it.
Yeah. But wait a minute, it's $45 US.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
It ends up being a lot more expensive than that.
I can look at all these for you when I zip over.
Oh.
Right, and then I can bring them back and then ship them chit chat.
For me, if I were to get an omnibus of any kind, an alien omnibus, if there's such a thing, I don't know if there's such a thing, but I'd like to get an alien omnibus.
There is, and they did a Predator one too. The original Dark Horse years.
Yeah, but for me, it would be an alien omnibus. Yeah, that was my all-time favorite movie, and I mean,
yeah, I was able to find the Predator one for Aaron since he's a big Predator fan. Again, because I always go to these reseller dealers. Shrink wrap, brand new, $35, free shipping. It's like, yeah, I'm telling you.
They got it at Ollie's. It'll only be $8.
I know.
We should have Ollie's in Canada for Christ's
There
sake.
is not an Ollie's anywhere in California. In fact, there's not an Ollie's anywhere on the West Coast. It does not exist on the West Coast.
There ain't any in Canada, that's for sure, because I'd be there all the time.
Yeah, me and Jim, we got to go to secondhand stores.
Yeah. That's why I'm stuck with eBay to find a lot. For a lot of the pulp books, I do have, because I live in a valley, and we go up the hill. There's a bunch of cities up there by the 10 freeway. I'm closer to the 79 and the 60, which I'm sure Jeff understands what I'm talking about because he knows
a little bit. I'm Northern California, but I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So about 20 minutes away, there's a bunch of used bookstores. And that's where I'm able to find a lot of the stuff. Or I just try to hit up every thrift store or my
thrift stores, baby.
Or my library because my library does quarterly huge book sales where you just fill bags with books and it's $3 a bag.
They did that at Ollie's about 6 months or so ago. You filled up one of the little shopping plastic bin things, about yay big.
Yeah.
And $5.
Wow. Hurricane.
Because it was just from what they pulled off, like their overstock stuff. But man,
yeah,
I got some really cool books.
That's awesome.
Some really
I'm an occult detective fan, Horutan, so I would have to pick Strange Tales 110. I understand the value and the longevity of ASM #3, but just my personal preference, I'd have to go with the first Doc Strange, man. Where he was called the Master of Black Magic rather than the Master of the Mystic Arts.
I would go with the Spider-Man because I'm a Spider-Man guy. But
I know.
That would be a really hard choice.
That is a hard choice.
Because I love we had a big lot that closed down and it's empty because we already have it always.
Yeah, it's going to come from basically your personal preference. Rob, if you had the choice, ASM 3 or Strange Tales 110, what would you pick? And this is for your PC. You cannot sell it.
I'd probably go with ASM.
Yeah.
But,
we have a place called Bargain Hunt.
Honestly, I would get neither and just buy like 100 other books.
Oh, man. Look,
think about it, though. You could do an entire video of the year ASM 3 came out and then break that out as the grail of the collection for that year.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Someday, maybe.
Yeah.
Bargain Hunt, I don't know if they're a chain or if that was just a local thing. They were next to Big Lots and they also closed, and that sucks because every Christmas, about 2 weeks before Christmas, they would have a big bin sale where they have these big bins and they throw all kind of stuff. Man, people would fight over that stuff. I mean, they had really good stuff, and it would start at $8. The next day it'd be $7. The next day $6, all the way down to just $1. I got about 10 of those Funko Pop boxes.
I'm gonna get more coffee. I'll be right back, guys.
T-shirt and 2 Funko Pops in it.
We've got a big question, another big question from Hurotown. What are your 3 pre-code horror books?
Here's one of mine for you.
That's not pre-code.
It's not. That's right. Sorry.
Pre-code was before the Code Authority took over.
Is that 175?
No, this is 179.
Oh, almost.
Looked like 175 there. Pre-code crime suspense stories, plain and simple.
Yeah.
That is my favorite.
None
Always
of
love
these
the covers.
for me. So
I can't afford pre-code horror.
I know exactly.
Well, I'm not doing it either, but there's a few.
It's fun to watch other people.
Like Chonko, man, he's got.
Yeah, where's Chonko? He could tell you.
I named my fluffy, chunky orange cat after him. Literally, Chonko. I did. I'm not lying.
Yeah, well, I would probably have to go with Tales from the Crypt.
My top 3 pre-code horror books would be Weird Science, Weird Fantasy, and Harvey's Web of Horror, because I actually owned the issue that was in Seduction of the Innocent where the woman's on the cover, the web's behind her, and they're doing the needle in the eye, man. So I actually owned that.
Okay, it's got the one with the severed head. Well, yeah, that was one of
All
the.
right, Mom's calling, so I gotta go, guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
You too.
Yep.
God bless you.
Happy
Happy Thanksgivings, Rob.
Thanks,
And
Kevin.
we'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Don't eat too much turkey.
If I wake up in time. Bye, guys.
Yeah, that should be a fun claim sale.
Well, I'm glad my wife wasn't here because she would have made me ask him, does he have Wolverine? Does he have Batman? Does he have...
I'm sure he does have some of those.
Yeah.
One that I would add for pre-code, Punch.
Oh.
Punch
Hey,
comic.
for the first time ever on one of my live streams, everybody welcome Paulo. How are you doing, man?
Hey!
Good to see you.
Good to see you, good sir. Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Godly hours. Good to see you're doing a stream at godly hours.
I know.
Even I was surprised, and I'm Canadian, so.
Yeah.
What? There's a live stream.
Now that I'm working till like 11 o'clock every night.
Yeah.
Figure if I can get some view time, I've got to do it during the day.
So,
Of course, I'm not
you guys
working all day, but you know.
Glenn, I wanted to show you this. I don't know if you knew this, but another thing I've been collecting, and you can blame Aaron for this, is original art, you know, because he gave me the Conan page. And I forgot to pull this out. I had 2 things commissioned by Matt Frank at one of the many G-Fests, because, you know, he's always there.
Mm-hmm.
And he hated doing this, so he charged me no more than he normally would, because he hates the character. But, Kevin, if you can make me big...
Let me,
Really cool.
Yeah,
Ooh.
watercolored.
Yep.
And he hated it doing it so much, he just signed it there in pencil so it could go away. And my
why does he hate
wife is a big fan of Fairy Mothra from the Mothra trilogy of movies that came out in the 90s. It's a little fairy that the Sobejan ride, you know, the twin girls for Mothra. And it's I paid so much for that. That was one of her anniversary presents. I mean, mid 4 figures, because, you know, Matt Frank is expensive. Yeah. But it's framed and hanging in our bedroom because that was one of the presents. But I
enjoy that.
He also did for me in watercolors and pastels a Rodan and an Anguirus, because my wife likes those, and she's like, "Well, you can't just get Mothra. I like these. You got to get these." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Here. Jim, you're gonna want to see this.
Okay.
I just pulled it up, Kevin. I just shared it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! You've got the color testing page.
It's before the color testing page. This is hand painted.
Oh my!
From Treasury Edition number 23.
Oh,
so that's the manual proof before.
Yes.
Before the,
yeah.
Damn, dude.
It looks so vibrant.
Oh,
colors.
Look at this. He's always got to one up me, man.
Well, I saw you said Conan, so I'm like, you're gonna love this.
I do. I could not afford it, but I love it.
Oh no, it wasn't expensive at all. It was
really?
It was from a Power Hockey Camps on Whatnot. John and Karen, they live in Buffalo.
Okay.
They're good friends, and they gave it to me at a really awesome price.
Well, that's a blessing right there, man.
Yeah. They got, I guess, because Buffalo was the treasury editions for Conan and whatever were all printed in Buffalo, so it actually came in a collection, the whole magazine, every page except for the splash and the cover.
Ah,
Yeah. I'm surprised that survived. Those are usually get thrown in the trash.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, well, and you know what they say, Paulo, another man's trash is another man's treasure. You know?
Definitely. No, because I do the show on Friday with Jared and Wilson, and they both used to work at Marvel back in the late 90s. And they tried to save some things, but then they noticed they were accumulating a pile of paper that they most likely they would never lay their hands on again. So, but they did keep some stuff, and they've shown it occasionally on the show.
Well, I'm getting it matted and framed and put up. It was really cool when he had it. There was a nicer one, but he's keeping it for himself. So I'm like, oh, all right, well,
yeah,
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, I hear you. No, I hear you, man. I was like, that was one of the reasons too that I had to get out of comics. They raised the prices, and I was reading too many monthly titles. The variants, I was getting burnt out. And books, other than getting that Kane series that Kevin and I were talking about earlier, books are usually cheaper unless you're buying like the pulps or rare out-of-print books like Kane. Kane is out of print. They haven't reprinted him since the 70s, 80s, which was the last book, because Carl Edward Wagner only did 5 books, 3 actual novels, and 2 short story collections for that character.
And so I see them occasionally at the Friends of the Library sale.
If you can get them, you need to grab them, Kevin, because the paperback first editions alone, because Warner Books did not reprint them. They just did a one and done thing. Low grades, beat up copies sell consistently on eBay for $50. High grades at 150 plus. And we're talking about paperback, mass market paperbacks. Okay. And then the hardcovers that Warner's did, single edition beat up without the dust jacket, 250 plus. Forget a mint with dust jacket. Yeah. Because Carl Edward Wagner went the same way that Robert E. Howard did. He had a short writing career after he left the psychiatric field, and he ended up killing himself, but he didn't shoot himself like Robert E. Howard. He drank himself to death, because he was a nihilist and a satiricist, so he hated everything. But
one of my Conan artists is this guy here. I'm sure y'all know Barry Windsor Smith. I love his art.
Oh my God, yeah. BWS, you can't go wrong with BWS, man.
Yeah. And I bring that up because he did,
Yeah, Barry Windsor Smith was taken from us way too quickly, man. And he was part of that trilogy, Michael Kaluta, Bernie Wrightson, and him himself. They did
this Cerebus for the Swords of Cerebus. That's Barry Windsor Smith.
Wow.
Which, of course, is, a satirical
pretty sure Windsor Smith. Yeah. Pretty sure Windsor Smith only does comics. I'm sure he only does comics when he feels like it nowadays. Of course, it's probably not at a good age, but even in the last 2 decades, he only does comics when he likes it, because I'm pretty sure that the page rates are not enough for him.
Yeah. Right. Well,
I wonder if he has a regular job, because I know that he majored in industrial design. And there's one question that I'd love to ask him if I ever met him, because I've heard of another Smith who changed his name to Windsor Smith, and he was also from around London. And that guy was called Peter Windsor Smith, and he designed a Formula One engine in 1970.
Barry Windsor Smith passed away. He died a few years. I thought he did after. Didn't he do Monster?
He had bad health. He had real bad health, and but I guess he didn't die.
Oh, okay.
Severe health issues.
I thought he did after he finished Monster, which was his big magnum opus graphic novel. But I'm glad he's still alive and still with us. Then, okay, that's a blessing.
I found an Aliens omnibus for a very reasonable price at $39 shipped.
Oh, hold on, wife needs my help.
Is that the Dark Horse?
And it's
the Complete Aliens Volume 1. That's what it says.
Huh.
$39 Canadian. And I checked and it says illustrated. So because it looked like just like a normal paperback. And I said, I don't want a paperback. Why did they call it an omnibus? And then I checked further down and it said illustrated. I put it on my wish list because I'd really like one of those. I think that would be a good read.
I got bad news. The cheesecake cracked. I said, don't worry about that, honey. Let it cool. Gene will eat it. Yep. See, he said, yep.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Gene.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
As long as it tastes good, it doesn't matter what it looks like.
I just I try to cook it without cracks. Sometimes
she likes it perfect.
I do. I love it perfect.
Well, hey, just ship it unperfect, and I'll eat it. No worries.
You'll eat it.
DCBS gives 50% off. Most issue one. What is DCBS, Kirby? I'm not familiar with them. I use mycomicshop.com.
DC bullshit.
35% off pre-orders.
Okay, so the turkey is next.
Cool.
Well,
I've got to head. Ridiculous shipping.
I've got to head back to work, guys. I thought I'd stop in. Wish everybody really happy Thanksgiving. And
well, thank you, Glenn. Don't work too hard, and enjoy your.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yep. Well, he's in Canada. They don't really.
He already had Thanksgiving.
Okay. Well, have a good day then.
Thank you. All right, everybody.
Take
See you
care.
guys later. Bye.
See you tonight.
You don't celebrate Thanksgiving?
I have to check the DCPS. So I got to cut down on the new stuff. I'd rather buy older stuff. I'm not really.
We celebrated it.
I like Barrel. I like a few of the independents, but I always say that, and then I go by the local comic shop and end up picking up something like this. Shit.
I don't know. Since they're Canada, I don't know what they celebrate. So.
Yeah, that was another reason I had to stop doing it. I still have a love for comics, but if it isn't a pulp-related character like the new Mad Cave Phantom book, I have to stay away because I get sucked in. Look how I got sucked into that fantasy story about the mice, Mouse Guard, the Black Axe.
Yeah.
I like to go for the strange and unusual stuff.
See, he got sick and now he's Tin Cats.
And the Phantom, you mentioned that the new Phantom is what an excellent story.
That's what I've been seeing and hearing.
I had some issues with that Phantom at first because anytime somebody wants to do a comic book about the Phantom in the US, they want to bring back the Singh Brotherhood. Nobody. Okay, so first of all, Lee Falk stopped using the Singh Brotherhood before World War II.
Yeah.
But
you know who didn't? Apollo, you know who did not? Okay, Moonstone Books, because they were doing comics. Let me see here.
Yeah, and I know that the Scandinavian market stories made by Egmont, they use an updated version of the Singh Brotherhood because in the Norwegian comics, Lamanda Luaga is no longer president of Bengala. Instead, it's Singh's daughter who is the current president, which offers some interesting dynamics for the Phantom. But usually, I prefer all of the jungle lore. I like the Bandar and the Wambesi and the Longo. And all that stuff instead of spending time fighting pirates. And there are a few stories.
That one thing I liked about the Moonstone. It was mainly jungle-based adventures, which was cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first Space Ghost story arc. I haven't even started reading the second one, but I thought they did a good job on that.
I haven't even read the Space Ghost, but I read the Herculoids, and dude, next year, my prayer was answered. Thundar the Barbarian. I can't wait, dude. Oh, Thundar, man. Yes. Because that was created by the Dream Team, man. You had Jack Kirby, Alex Toth, and Steve Gerber doing the writing. Yes, man. So
I haven't finished Space Ghost run there. The first run, the first arc.
You still haven't read?
I didn't read the annual yet, so.
Yeah, it was kind of, they tricked you. You thought it was a 12-issue maxi series, but the annual number 1 finishes the story.
Yeah.
So it's really 13 issues.
So now I'm gonna wait till the second run, and then I'm gonna read. I'm gonna have to go back one issue and then read like issue 11, 12, and then gonna read the whole.
I think they're up to issue 5 of the second.
Even stuff that I'm not collecting or reading, sometimes I just pick up stuff from Dynamite just because the covers are so good.
Right.
Dynamite, I have to admit, I love the company. When they did the pulp characters back in 2014 to 2017, they did them all right. They were spot on. The only series they didn't do right was the 2017 Shadow miniseries. That was just not the Shadow, and that's why it got canceled after 4 issues. But all the other Shadow books, like Matt Wagner's Shadow Year 1 and Garth Ennis's Shadow, that was phenomenal stuff. You can see I got masks.
You're a Toxic Avenger fan, aren't you, Jim?
The Spider? No.
No? Oh, okay, never mind.
I have a Shadow
the movie, but not the comics.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a Shadow trade paperback that I need to sell because it was a trade paperback for the Shadow Now, and that thing wasn't really that interesting. So I'm going to see if I can sell it for a half price or something.
Yeah.
That's another thing we don't have here in California is we don't have a half price books anywhere, dude.
Oh, man. They closed a bunch of the ones. I think there were 5 of them in Atlanta, and I don't know. I think there's only 1 left open, or they might have closed it as well.
Wow.
I don't know if they went out of business or what, but I used to love that when I lived in Atlanta. Unfortunately, where I worked at, it was in between work and where I lived at, so I spent a little too much money at half price books.
I hear you.
But they had DVDs, all media covered.
Yeah, they have it all. Yeah. And I'm a big physical media guy. I don't believe in digital anything. And my son's the same way. If he wants a video game, he wants an actual disc in the package. He's not paying $60 for a package with a code to download the game. We don't believe in you will have nothing and be happy. No, I want it's got to be here. I want to feel it, Yeah.
I know a lot of people like that about DVDs, Blu-rays.
Yeah, I'm that way. DVDs, Blu-rays, books.
I love Blu-rays. I want Blu-rays, and I collect Blu-rays. That's my jam.
Will's always talking about the Second and Charles up in Charleston, but I don't think we don't have one here in Middle Georgia.
See, that's another place I hear about, but we don't have Second and Charles. It must just be like an East Coast and South thing, And
they're starting to come out with line bags of everything.
Yeah, and see, that's what Mark Spears. Well, no, Battle Beast started that. So Robert Kirkman started that.
Yep. Oh, it's owned by Books A Million, so it should be everywhere, you'd think.
You can still find some pretty cheap books at Barnes & Noble, but you got to go to the cart that they have way over in the corner that has all the stuff that's maybe he's got bent corners or a tear in the cover or something like that. It's probably super low, but you can find some cool stuff.
Right. I don't mind if it's a little beat up, if it's something out.
I am not a fan of modern fantasy because it's all epping and sweeping 5,000 page books that go on for 18 volumes, and they always throw in romance in that. No, I want sword and sorcery, man. I want good versus evil. I want barbarian hordes against insurmountable evil. You know, the stuff I grew up with. I want Michael Moorcock. I want Robert E. Howard. I want Carl Edward Wagner. I want Fritz Leiber.
Terry.
I want the good stuff, man.
Yeah, women kind of took over, so everything is a vegetarian vampire now.
Yeah. Woe is me.
Yeah, no. Here in this country, nobody cares about science fiction and fantasy.
I know.
And all of a sudden, because of goddamn Twilight, all of the publishers started buying the rights to American and British Veggie Vampire series, and now all of a sudden I have like a whole shelf dedicated to that.
Sparkly vampires.
And here I'm looking for that. Okay, let me see if I can find one science fiction book around here.
It's geared for teenage female readers.
Yeah, it is. Now, Matt, you are correct. Conan hooked up with a lot of ladies, but they were all one-night stands. We're talking nowadays, you read fantasy, and they're volumes of just romance. Willy won't we? You know, like Ross and Rachel on Friends. Will they? Won't they? Will I don't want that.
Right.
I want hack and slash when I'm reading my stuff. I mean, those guys were
hack and slash your lover?
No, I'm talking when I'm reading a fantasy novel, honey.
See, that's how it happened. That's how it happened.
In 30 pages, people like Robert E. Howard and
Jim, I'm gonna have to ask you to tone down your toxic masculinity.
No, baby, I'm all toxic.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Leiber.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stafford and the Grey Mountain were phenomenal. And even in the 80s, they were still continuing the trend with the Robert Asprin edited Thieves World series. That was phenomenal stuff, man.
Yeah. I think it was 12 or 13 volumes of that. And then there were also books. They wrote a few novels like Shadow Spawn and some of the key characters.
Yeah, and then they left the series. Someone took over, and it just bombed. It was horrible, man.
So there was Robert Asprin and Lynn Abbey, who I met at DragonCon a few times. You know, when Robert Asprin passed away, he was reading Terry Pratchett's Discworld novel. They found him.
He knew what was good. See?
Yeah.
If you look at some of the current comic book titles that are doing really well, like Absolute Batman, and the Energon Universe, Transformers, G.I. Joe, I'm not seeing a whole lot of will he or won't he romance anywhere in those
you're
books.
Also not seeing preachy diatribes with tons of pages of dialogue either. It's action, adventure.
Yes.
They went back to pulp-based storytelling, engaging stories, over-the-top action, and you're like, oh, crap, what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
There's quite a few that don't really have the engaging story part, though. It's all about the art. I like a story with my art. I want to be sucked into a good story.
Yeah. That's why I said, like, the Chris Claremont, John Byrne X-Men era, some of the greatest comic writing ever in that storyline when Chris Claremont took over, man. That was just phenomenal stuff. And people don't want to admit this.
I haven't bought an X-Men since Claremont.
Yeah. And well, okay, now wait. This I have to talk about with you, Kevin. Chris Claremont made Jim Lee's X-Men book great. The storyline with Magneto dying, the Acolytes, all their stuff. That was a phenomenal story. And Jim Lee's precise, awesome art was icing on the cake for that. Once Jim Lee left, once Claremont left that new X-Men book, it fell to poo-poo.
Hey, Jim.
Hold on,
because Jim Lee needed somebody to ground his work. Otherwise, all he wanted to do was draw sexy ninjas, which is what he ended up doing with Wildcats. Wildcats is what happens when Jim Lee takes over. But I don't think they were good. Harris was not going to let Claremont was going to let Jim Lee do whatever he wanted because Jim Lee all of a sudden was what was selling. And Claremont had been in the book for quite a while. Like he had done some weird detours, like all the Australian stories. I was not a fan.
Yeah. Exactly, Southern Comic Geek. Just because that got lucked up, yeah. And it's like people don't realize, like everybody, the trend. It started with Twilight, culminated with 50 Shades of Grey, which actually started out as internet fan fiction. And then they paid them gobs of money to make it a book. You know.
Yeah. Well, it gets right to the point. What do the female readers of Twilight actually want? They want a safe kinky sex novel that they can read without and pretend that they're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why
he's back.
That's why they're still publishing Men's Adventure Quarterly, because it's reprinting all the old stories. Oh no, our we had to replace the fire alarm, and it's way too super sensitive.
It is very sensitive.
Yeah.
You know, like you flip a steak and smoke comes up and it goes off. See,
my old apartment was the same way.
Yeah, but they want them that way now. You know. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Exactly. And then it just went downhill from there, and they're putting all that weird stuff in. Fantasy isn't even fantasy anymore. They call it now romantasy. Who the heck wants to read that crap?
Hey, Kevin, I have something that I think Jim would like to do.
Give me the spider, the citadel of hell. Come on, look at that cover. Beautiful 40s painting. Incredible over-the-top storyline. Epic stakes. Great stuff, man. Great.
Yeah, I have a few books that I think Jim would like to see. Because I'm pretty sure he hasn't seen these.
Yeah, what gets me is what is the one?
Ghost for Christmas. That's the book.
Akatar is the abbreviation for the Court of Thorn and Roses.
Yeah.
I mean, if you never read that,
pornographic. Oh no! Nice. And you're absolutely right, Matt. The Conan Titan comics are incredible, and they did a great job with the Solomon Kane miniseries too. Phenomenal.
Cover C.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Cover D, which is my favorite.
Yeah, that's the cartoon.
Oh yeah, that's right back to the Hanna-Barberas. Yeah.
I got 2 copies of cover E.
You know what? Maybe we need to petition Dynamite to bring back Johnny Quest comics.
They have Johnny Quest.
Okay, good, because you can't get more pulp than Johnny Quest. That was phenomenal.
They did a Space Ghost Johnny Quest crossover.
Yeah, Space Quest.
Cover L.
And it was in between the 2 volumes of Space Ghost. Was the Space Quest.
Yeah, the Herculoids have been having some interesting stories too. It's not straight up fun exploration because they've had to deal with an alien invasion. I'm also trying to flush the Flash Gordon story.
You read that, Jim? Did you read the Monsters Barry Windsor Smith book?
No,
I haven't either.
I'm halfway.
I heard it's very sad and depressing, and I try to stay away from that stuff.
Yeah.
because life can be real life, and we have to admit this, real life can be depressing enough. Why do you want to read about a depressing life or something?
Yeah, I got to about almost half, and I kind of stopped for a while, but I haven't finished reading it yet.
Have to read it in bits so you can handle it.
Yeah. Oh, Jean. You're doing me dirty, making me want to get back in the comics. Stop.
And this is my favorite because it's an homage to Tintin. Tintin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Tintin, right?
Yeah. On a marché sur la lune. We walked on the moon.
I read Tintin as a kid because they printed him in, what was it, Children's Digest, I think?
I'm so glad it's only 5 issues. I can read it, actually. So.
I don't know. Whenever I feel like reading like a romantic comic book type story, I always pick up Hard Boiled by Frank Miller and Jeff Darrow.
There you go, man. Yeah.
A guy's romance.
You know what my guilty pleasure is reading right now? The Dresden Files. I've only got 8 of the 18 books that Jim Butcher has put out, but that's a really fun urban fantasy occult detective storyline that I'm like,
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Yeah, I've got the first 8. And I've read the first 2 so far. The second one was the werewolf story. Man, that was gory, but I should have expected that going in. It's werewolves, right? I mean, they're going to rip people up and tear them apart and all that. I'm like, okay.
If you like urban fantasy, have you read Rivers of London?
No, I haven't.
Oh, excellent. I like it better than Jim Butcher's.
See, I'm not an urban fantasy guy. I'm an occult detective guy, which is why I like.
You definitely need to read it because that's basically what it is. The guy's a detective, and that's it's all the supernatural shit. He's one of the guys that investigates that.
Okay.
Oh man, it's really good. All the different rivers in, I guess in Britain are. They each have their own god, their own system, and it's just really, really good, really well written.
Awesome. Another thing I've been doing is I'm deep diving into the influences of my favorite writers. Like H.P. Lovecraft was inspired by this book, The King in Yellow. This is about the King in Yellow, Hastur, who it's a play in 3 acts, and anyone who watches the play all the way through goes incurably batshit insane, And then, I dig the noir stuff too. I've got a bunch of that. And then, if it wasn't for this stuff by Algernon Blackwood, we wouldn't have Dresden Files. John Silence, who was published in... He's an occult detective. All his stuff was published in the original Weird Tales magazine.
I don't need to be big anymore, Kevin. You can...
And since
I don't
Jeff...
think that people want to watch me drinking beer.
Jeff, this is for you, since you like the noir stuff.
I do.
This is the Black Lizard Big Book of Locked Room Private Detective Mysteries. It is almost 1,000 pages of short stories compiled from Black Book Detective, Black Bat Detective, all that stuff.
Right on.
That's back.
Awesome.
Matt
that Rivers of London, 3 years ago.
There he is.
What's his
I'm
name?
back. I'll just come back to say hi to everybody again.
What's that?
Apparently we weren't eating as soon as I thought we were.
So how is the turkey, Matt?
Oh, they're not ready yet.
Not ready yet.
We'll wait.
And then here's another one I think you'd like, Jeff. The Big Book of Adventure Stories.
ready.
This is just awesome.
Nice.
Put out by the same guy who did the Big Book of the Mysteries, you know. And I mean, look at that cover. Gorgeous, savage women getting a guy, getting ready to sacrifice him. There's already one dude up there on the altar battling panthers. I mean, come on, just over the top goodness, man.
I like the idea of several different stories.
The only way they have to, the only you can lure me to my death, just have some hot looking goth chick lure me in the woods. They go like, well, he got lured in the woods by a hot goth chick.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, if Death really looked like Death in the Neil Gaiman series, everybody'd be like, yeah, sure, here. You know?
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We had a request. Miss Lars wanted to look at it.
Wasn't that cover from a Martin Goodman pulp magazine?
Yeah.
Or men's magazine? Yeah.
This is put out by Otto Penzler. He's a big New York bookstore guy. He owns his own bookstore, and he publishes these big books reprinting original pulp novels in big 1,000-page volumes. Like, see, he did the introduction, and he's got it sectioned off. Like, there's sword and sorcery. So we got Robert E. Howard in here. We got Edgar Rice Burroughs. I mean, you name it.
It's not very expensive either.
No, it's not illustrated.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a book. It's a book.
Way too big for me.
It has
friends with
my limit for a paperback is or whatever a book.
There's a guy friends with King of the Nerds named Joe Doolin, and he has he gets all
but John below it's a bunch of short stories.
Yeah.
No, what I couldn't believe that thing is 900.
Y'all not here, Matt?
Pages.
900
pages large. It's 900 pages large in such small print.
Yeah.
What was that, Matt?
I was saying, my friend Bruce, the King of the Nerds, he's another guy I know, friends with Joe Doolin. He gets all them Schomburg and like Matt Baker covers. He loves all that Golden Age stuff like that.
Yeah. And this is like, I was so amazed when I found this book for $30 because it's going for 70, 80, even $100. This is the first edition of the new annotated H.P. Lovecraft, man.
Introduction.
Yeah.
Have you seen that comic called The Last Days of H.P. Lovecraft?
Inform you that your laundry is
Not
done.
yet.
I've heard it's not really that good.
What isn't? The Last Days of H.P.
The Last Days of Lovecraft.
Yeah.
I haven't read it. I don't really know if it's any good or not.
It's got an introduction by Alan Moore. Boom.
I'm still reading Wolverine this morning. I had to catch up on it.
Yeah, just phenomenal stuff. Tells you about his upbringing, places he went to, who his wife was that he married, all that kind of stuff, you know. And his cosmology, how he was figuring it all out. And then it's tons and tons of stories in here, you know, that he did.
Yeah, gosh, it's been 6 years. They announced that Simon Pegg and Nick Frost were going to be adapting Rivers of London into a TV series. So
and they haven't done it yet. Yeah.
Right. And 2 years ago, they said it's moving forward with a team of writers and creators. In November of 2024, and no news since that. So a year
now,
ago.
Is Simon Pegg still across the pond, or is he actually here in the Americas now?
I think he still lives in.
I think he still lives in England.
Yeah.
Okay, they probably wouldn't make it then over there because they're.
Sky was going.
I'm sure if you get somebody out here to make it, it'll be game over.
Because everybody knows what's going on in England right now, and they're worried about offending anyone at any time. So I doubt they'd make it. You know.
I liked it.
They wouldn't lock it on YouTube then.
Yeah.
I liked Simon Pegg in the movie Paul.
The only movie I saw him in was Shaun of the Dead, and that was phenomenal.
I like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
You got to watch Paul, Jim. You got to watch Paul.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I've heard Paul was good.
Paul.
Yeah, alien movie, yeah. But Hot Fuzz is pretty good too.
That's funny.
Yeah, Hot
That's
Fuzz
really
good.
funny.
Yeah.
That's like the new Up in Smoke.
But I thought that was odd because Peg's more known for his comedy stuff, and Rivers one
kind of got an Up and Smoke vibe to it.
We got an intruder behind you, Jim.
Yeah, the cats always come in, dude.
And
They
the
will.
black cat.
Two
black cats. Jesus.
Yeah, there's two of them back there. See?
My God, and I love black cats. I mean,
and I've got another one sitting here next to me.
Third one. Jesus Christ.
And I believe there's a cat right back here. Oh yeah, this is Chunko. That's Chunko.
There we go.
He's all content with himself and happy.
He's in camouflage gear.
Yeah, he was behind me. It was weird because we only had 5 cats in the house, and then my wife went on an adoption spree. She adopted 2 sets of brothers and sisters, and it was Chunko and his sister, who's a tortoiseshell, and then the 2 black Egyptians you see up there. And then my son found some cruel person. I couldn't believe this was done to this cat. But we have a Bengal cat that's named Sparta that my son found tied to a tree on the major interstate here in town, and he was flipping out. So my son went up there, took out his knife, cut him loose, and just brought him home and said, "Dad, extenuating circumstances, I brought this cat home because of this." I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
So boom, within a matter of 2 weeks, we ended up with five more cats. Plus we have the 5 originals, which are all between 12 and 16 years old.
That's a lot of pussy.
Come on, we're men. We can never have too much.
I couldn't resist saying that.
I know.
Yeah, 10's a lot, but I know a few years ago it was in the news here in the city I live in. Some woman had 32 cats in her very small 1-bedroom house.
That's quite a few.
You're not. I don't think by law you're allowed to have that many, or something.
Well, we are clean. The house is clean. We have boxes for every cat, and they are well fed, and that's just the way it is. And we take care of them. They're all fixed. They all have their shots. I mean, we're not just letting them roam free and run the streets.
Can you read the writing?
El Rey de Wakanda versus El Mercenario Bocon.
And this is sick, man.
That is nice.
$2.50, my friend paid for it.
Wow.
And he got volume 2, which is still shrink wrap.
Cool.
Yeah, Kirby. She got caught. That was the problem.
$5.
The house was in
I can't read them.
Take care of
what they're saying.
Yeah, I do have the Spanish edition for 300 right here.
Nice.
Because they had nobody had bought the rights for Portugal yet, so a bunch of stores got the Spanish edition.
I gotta go, guys.
All right.
That's one of my favorite Frank Miller stories here. All right.
And this was successful. See, here's the sticker, 4th printing.
Wow.
I bet the publishers that could have got it are kicking themselves over that.
They had to publish this as a newspaper additional collection. They would create a collection of comics, and they would be additional sales with a newspaper. So you had to buy the paper, and you could buy the comic as well.
Right. That's wild. Where do you live, Paulo?
Portugal.
Portugal. Okay.
What was I showing? I was showing Marvel versus it with I think it's the Spanish
Deadpool,
version.
Black Panther.
Just a minute there.
Oh, that one. Okay. I didn't see that. Oh, so it has the
Pantera Negra.
Is that the same Deadpool Black Panther that you showed a
Yeah.
few minutes ago? Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Trying to find. Oh, there we go.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's like full color. It's glossy paper and everything. So
yeah.
For $2.50, I told my friend Jad, I said, pick them up. I'll buy them. I'll pay for them.
Right.
And right now he's in Thailand, so I'm trying to see if he can find some comic books over there.
That's one thing. I wish I had, because I had. No, I take that. Yeah, I had just sold my entire comic collection before I took that trip to Hong Kong, so it didn't cross my mind to even look for any comics while I was over there.
Yeah, because I want to check to see if he can find Thailand version of comic books. Not MAGA or anything like that. I don't want that.
Yeah, that's probably a lot of what they had over there.
I just want.
That's when I discovered Terry Pratchett. When I went to Hong Kong, I was looking for something because I had started reading Stephen King's Dreamcatcher on the flight over, and it just wasn't doing it for me. And so I was looking for another book, and I saw Terry Pratchett's Truckers, which is one of his non-Discworld books about these, what do they call them? The lawn dwarfs that people sit out in their gardens and stuff. Gnomes. That's it. Well, there were a bunch of small gnomes that lived under the floorboards of this big department store in London. And that was their world. They didn't even know the outside of the building existed. They lived their whole lives in the store and the different things. They didn't know what closing sale meant, but that it was bad. They knew that. So they had this one gnome that came from the outside had to explain to them, you've got to get out of the building. They're going to destroy the building. So it's all about them stealing a lorry and driving it out into the country. There's all, they set up these ropes so they can drive this lorry, and there's a whole bunch of them pulling on one side. Oh, absolutely hilarious book. It ends up they're aliens. They came to Earth it ends up being a trilogy, and it's a lot of fun. And then I discovered Discworld because of that, and Good Omens. That I didn't realize it was the guy that wrote Good Omens with Neil Gaiman until later. I'm like, oh, that's the guy that did that. That's the funny side of Good Omens was Terry Pratchett's influence. I love Good Omens. Such a good book. And Amazon Prime did a really good job with the mini series based on it. The first season, anyway, because the first season was it. That was the book, and then they wanted another season, so Neil Gaiman wrote a in between thing, and I haven't even watched it. I'm like, well, that's not the book, and Terry Pratchett's not there, so it's not the same. Couldn't be as good without him.
Yeah, you're right. You can't get a cup of coffee for the price my friend paid for those books.
Certainly not at Starbucks.
Shit, even at the corner store they sell the cups of coffee, and there's nothing underneath under $3. So.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago, like in the late '80s, early '90s, a book publisher got the rights for Star Trek TNG novels for Portugal. They put out about 11 before they gave up. You try to do science fiction here, it's going to fail eventually.
Yeah.
But
Peter David wrote some really good ones.
Yeah. About 20 years after that, some of the books started. I guess they were warehouse finds, and they had to get rid of them, and they started showing up in supermarkets where you could buy. They were not 50 cents a book; they were 50 cents a kilo, kilos of books. So I could buy.
Wow.
I could live in a place like that, man.
Yeah. Right.
Well, they don't exist anymore because nobody does high print runs anymore. You can pretty much print what you think you can sell nowadays, which is good because now all of a sudden everybody's putting out comics because you only sell 200 copies. But mainstream publishers went out of the niche markets, and we can't get science fiction anymore.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier here in the States. I remember there used to be a science fiction section, a fantasy section, and they had plenty of books. Now you walk in Books A Million, and there's one section of shelves, science fiction, fantasy.
Yeah.
It's like, that sucks.
Not only that, it's very limited too. If you walk into like a Barnes and Noble or something like that, it's kind of sad.
I swear half of them are Star Trek and Star Wars books.
Yeah. Mainly Star Wars. And then
or Song of Fire and Ice.
One thing I dislike now about going to used bookstores is, are you guys familiar with a book that came out in the early 90s called The Paperbacks from Hell?
No.
Okay. Well, The Paperbacks from Hell is a book about incredible over-the-top horror books from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s that were just so crazy and gory and everything. And these books, I used to see these books all the time in thrift stores when I was in my early 20s. And because that's not my bag. I don't read horror, I
read horror comics, but not particularly the books.
Yeah.
My favorite Stephen King books are the non-horror ones.
They make Clive Barker's, let's put it this way, to give you an idea of how bad and gory these books could be, they make Clive Barker's Midnight Meat Train short story look like a fairy tale. Okay?
Wow. That was a pretty extreme.
Exactly. Okay? Yeah. Now, every one of the books that has been put in the Paperbacks from Hell book, you can't find it for under $50, $60, no matter the condition. The cover could be missing because it's mentioned in Paperbacks from Hell, $60 book. And if it's in high grade, it's even more. It's like, no, I just want to read the damn thing to see what all the fuss is about. I'm not going to pay $50 for a book I might not even like. And it's these were mass market paperbacks that when they came out were like $1, $2, and they were on the spinner racks at the drugstore, or at your Safeway market or whatever market you had in the day when you used to be able to buy paperbacks at the supermarket, It's amazing. And I hate that. At least here in California, Southern California, every bookstore goes by eBay pricing. Oh,
wow, that sucks.
I can't speak for Jeff because he's in Northern California, but for down here, it's like, well, let me look it up and see what the price is online. I'm like, no, I'm out. Goodbye.
Right.
Yep, that's what they do.
Man, I miss.
Some of them will take a look at a couple of different, but
yeah,
we had a great little used bookstore here when I was a teenager called ABC Books. And man, I mean, I loved going in that place. Just the smell when you walk in, old paper,
Oh yeah.
Like that. And they had a huge science fiction and fantasy section. Just, some of the books. In fact, a lot of the Michael Moorcock books back there on that shelf. The editions.
Yeah, you got the yellow dolls. Yeah.
And I tried to buy up every doll, yellow spine that I could find. Because it got such great artwork and stuff.
Yeah, they do. The covers were phenomenal, and they had great writers too that they did under the yellow doll signature.
And all the Robert E. Howard Conan books and the Thieves World books I got. Some of the Thieves World, because they shut down probably in 87 or 88. And we haven't. Well, we have a bookstore now that a local guy started. It's now a chain. He's got like 35 stores, and he franchises out. So he's got even more than that. But it's Gottwal's, and his franchise is called Wall of Books. But they used to be pretty good. They had quite a bit of used books, but now it's almost all new stock.
Yeah.
And, it's full price, and most everything I'm going through. Oh yeah, I need that new stock. Put it back.
Yep.
And a lot of the Mark Twain books I got back there came from there. Like big hardcovers for only $3-4. So
I can still find pretty good deals once in a while if you use the used feature on Amazon.
Also thriftbooks.com. Thrift Books is a good site to find books on.
You remember this, Jim?
Man, I had all three of those.
That's all Stephen King stuff? No, I don't read Stephen King. I just
different season. That's a great movie.
Yeah. I like. There's Stephen King I like, and there's Stephen King I don't like. I have to give it a try.
Apt Pupil is a great movie.
I just don't like, and I hate saying this, I just don't like the man because of his. He's gotten to where he thinks he's Hollywood, and he talks just like the stars do, crazy and way out in left field. And I'm like, I'm tuning you out. I don't want to hear you.
I think I removed Jean Moreau by mistake. Sorry, man. Come on back.
You got the Thanksgiving boot.
Yeah. How dare you throw Stephen King on my stream?
But you know who I do like? His son, Joe Hill. The guy's just a good writer, man. And he's not out there like his dad trying to spout his views.
I didn't even know his son was a writer.
Oh yeah, Joe Hill.
He doesn't make a big point of being Stephen King's son.
He didn't want it known at all.
Okay.
That's why he even took the name Joe Hill.
It worked.
Yeah. And he writes comics too.
Lock and Key.
Yeah, Joe Hill's comics were awesome, man. Like the Sleeping Beauty thing he did with Joe R. Lansdale. That was really good stuff, man.
Where'd that one? What was the one?
Jim, you have to watch Apt Pupil.
It's in a Bag or something like that.
It's a good movie. You'll enjoy it, and the actors are great in that movie.
Different seasons.
Oh yeah.
Different
seasons is a great book, by the way.
That was the one that had the 4 novellas in it. The one with the ex-Nazi teaching the kid to be a sniper and kill a Nazi. And it had the body which became Stand By Me. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, see that he wrote those though before he was Stephen King. He was just Richard Bachman back then. He was starving.
The Bachman books are.
Yeah, and you remember you could get it in black, you could get it in green, you could get it in blue and red and yellow. They had different covers. And I started buying some of them, but after I got to 6, I said, the hell with this there.
And like one of my favorite
they're gonna come out with pink and they're gonna come out with purple. The hell with this. I'm gonna end up spending a fortune on the same book.
Yep.
Yeah.
After 4, it's okay. There are different seasons because you have 4
seasons. Mile. He put that out in parts,
I remember, he serialized like every couple of chapters, before it was released as one big book. Yeah.
Right.
Because I bought different seasons as a book, and I read that, and I fucking gobbled it up. I mean, that was great.
11/22/64, great book.
Yeah.
About the guy going back in time to try to stop the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah. there was only one movie that was based on a short story of his that was actually true to the story, and it became like a cult classic. And it has Robert Englund in it, called The Mangler. It was actually true to the Stephen King short story. No weird lawnmower man crap.
No.
And nobody liked it. Nobody liked The Mangler. I loved it. I'm like, whoa, this is the exact short story what I read. This is great. The machine is horrible. People are getting chewed up. Yeah, I love it. This is what he wrote.
Yeah, Apt Pupil is close. If it's not exact, it's close to the short story.
Yep. One thing
I read the short story and I watched the movie, and I'm gonna get the movie.
Yeah.
If I can find it on Blu-ray, that is.
Gene, one thing you need to get, it's not based on anything Stephen King wrote, but it was based on a series from Denmark. He rewrote it, made it so much better. Because my wife and I, we went all the way to buy the original Denmark show that this was based on, watched it. It was dull and boring as hell. But King's version was incredible. And it's the maxi series called Kingdom Hospital. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah. Oh,
that was incredible.
Really
Kingdom Hospital was great. And he wrote the entire screenplay. And it's based off of a spooky ghost story show from Denmark about a haunted hospital.
Right.
What's it called? Kingdom what?
Kingdom Hospital. You need to see this, Sean. It is really damn good.
It is.
Really damn good.
A friend of mine mentioned it to a guy he knows, and the guy had never seen it, so they recently just rewatched all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and he wrote it right after he had the big accident and almost died.
Like Misery.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Phil? Nanu.
Hey, Phil.
DVD.
And Missing Mars, I don't know the price of buying a cup of coffee anymore because I make my coffee at home, man. I buy a massive tin of coffee and I make it at home, and fill up a travel mug and I'm good to go.
I live in the only westernized country in the entire world where the price of a coffee is under $1, and regular coffee is espresso.
Man.
Nice.
Y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, I remember Dynamite Magazine. We used to get that in school.
Damn.
I got it. I think I was about 10 years old and had a subscription to it. Yeah, because it's published by the Scholastic. Yeah, Scholastic Magazine. 1979.
I missed Scholastic, where every month you would get that 6 or 8 page thing in your school, and it's like you order the books, pay for them, and the teacher would.
You can get those for $3 or $4 an issue on eBay. I guess they printed a ton of them. These, however, are not $3 or $4. You remember?
Yeah, Pizzazz. Yeah, Marvel trying to do their own version of Dynamite. Yeah.
Yep.
I used to have
this one right here is about $100.
Yeah, I used to have the first 5 issues of that. Yeah.
I got the first 2. We were talking about sitcoms earlier. You could win a part in Happy Days.
We all know when Happy Days went downhill, when he jumped
the shark. That's where the phrase comes from. But the special thing about this particular issue, and you might know this, I found it. It is the very first time that Star Wars became a comic.
Yep.
Were those reprints of the newspaper strip?
No, that wasn't done until Dark Horse got the rights to do it, and they published it under Dark Horse Classic.
So you see, it's Roy Thomas and Howard Shakin. So these are, as far as I know, these have never been reprinted.
No, they haven't.
Shortly
Because
after this, they started the Marvel Star Wars series.
yeah, because what you're talking about, Paulo, was done by Al
So
Williams.
what was that cover, Kevin? I just want to see the cover.
Yeah, it's R2 and C3PO. It's Darth Vader with the ultimate weapon.
Oh,
I can't.
Yeah, well, Scholastic always, like they wouldn't publish, Marvel DC wouldn't publish Jeff Smith's Bone, and that was before, Image existed. So he went through Scholastic and boom, made them millions. Harry Potter, originally through Scholastic, made gajillions. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, Scholastic, they published so many.
Yeah.
That's what Phil says. I was about to say that. They consistently outsell Marvel and DC on graphic novels.
Marvel and DC just do not have their finger on the pulse, man, and haven't since the 70s. Let's be honest.
Graphic novels just don't sell that well.
Yeah.
And if the supposed comic book news media paid any attention to anything that goes on outside of the direct market, they would know that it's always been true.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Well, no,
Marvel and DC are not.
Yeah. I was going to say the guy, a lot of people don't like him because he tells the truth, but Thinking Critical, he always says that. Manga is 85% of the market here in America.
One Piece is the best-selling comic book in the history of comic books.
Yeah. Well, that and Dragon Ball. Okay.
One Piece. The reason One Piece is because there's so many issues. There's over 1,000 issues.
I'm sorry, John. You have to go then because manga is awesome. Captain Harlock.
I don't like the art either. Everybody looks the same.
Not quite, but
girls all look the same, and the guys all look the same.
Here's the funny thing: Captain Harlock has a European album series made in France, which is inspired on based on the cartoon, and they started doing that because a few publishers got so fed up with the manga invasion of France, and the French used to be particularly against any comic that came from outside France.
Right.
But they wanted to have a Captain Harlock comic just so they could see if they could sell something manga and try to get on the manga market.
Well, they started reprinting Osamu Tezuka's, and I have issues of it. Astro Boy in French, magazine size, but they colored it. And from what I understand, that's sold very well.
That was he was a robot.
Yeah, but that's manga. That's the godfather of manga.
It's not the same. I remember seeing Astro Boy as a cartoon in the 60s or something like that.
Yeah, but you got to remember it was a manga in the 40s. Okay. How Japan works. Everything in Japan starts as a manga, then becomes a cartoon or a TV show, and then it gets movies. And I know this because my family's Nisei, which means Japanese American. Okay. And and the only difference is Godzilla. Godzilla came from a mesh of Beast of 20,000 Fathoms and King Kong, because the special effects director for Godzilla, big fan of Willis O'Brien, but they could not afford the time or money that making stop motion takes. Okay, so they invented suitmation.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And Godzilla blew up as a phenomenon. But all the stuff all the heroes for Japan, except for Ultraman, started off as a manga. Anazuman, Kamen Rider, Kakaida, all the Super Sentai. Go Ranger, which was the first Super Sentai show, which you guys call Power Rangers. That was in 1975, and it started off as a manga. Everything comes from manga. And you bringing up Captain Harlock, Paulo, brings me to a very good point. The creator of Captain Harlock, and because Harlock is my favorite, always will be, forever, because he's freedom. But Leiji Matsumoto created an entire universe with Space Battleship Yamato, Galaxy Express 999, Queen Emeraldus, and Captain Harlock. That was the Leiji verse, and all the mangas interconnected and told stories, and so did the anime. Well, at least Queen Emeraldus, Harlock, and Galaxy Express 999. You don't see them show up in Space Battleship Yamato, which became Star Blazers here in America. But it is great stuff. Jean, I say you try to track down
Space Battleship Yamato, if I can interrupt. Space Battleship Yamato is a goddamn fucking battleship that is just in space. That's stupid. For me, that's stupid. I mean, invent
well, then you have no understanding
instead of a
storyline.
Naval ship. A naval ship in space doesn't make sense. Invent a spaceship and for the same story with a spaceship, not a naval ship. I'm sorry. That's stupid.
Well, hey, opinions are like assholes. We all have them and they all stink, okay? So there you go. But it wasn't. And the same thing could be said about Galaxy Express 999, a train that travels through space at light speed. That can't exist either, but it is. The Japanese will take the most fantastic idea, make it plausible, and make it epic. It's science fantasy. Just like Star Wars. Star Wars is not science fiction. That is science fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's great. It's compelling. And we love it. Why? Because it harkens us back to the old serials of Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon. It's cliffhanger serials. What's going to happen? Is he going to survive? How are they going to get out of this spot? We need that. And there's more deeper representation in a lot of that stuff. I was going to tell you one thing that I think would change your mind about manga is hunt down collected edition of the Marvel Epic colorized and translated version of Akira. Akira is a masterpiece that was made in the 80s. It was 3,500 pages in total. And they made a 2-hour movie out of it in 1986.
On my calendar, so that I know how many months it's going to take me to read.
And the art and the animation still cannot be surpassed on the movie with the modern anime stuff. Sorry, it just can't. Akira is a classic story of government corruption, the government trying to use and abuse kids through drugs to make psychic weapons, terrorist factions. I mean, the whole 9 yards, street gangs. It defines categories.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Is that a movie?
Battleship Yamato that you mentioned?
Yeah.
It's awesome. I know what you mean, John Malone. It's ridiculous, but it's so good.
But it's epic. They took what they had to make the spaceship to go to another planet because they destroyed Earth, and then Earth got into a war and it's getting even more destroyed. They had to find some way to save the planet. All their hopes landed on this rickety ship they picked, man.
Yeah, one of my best friends.
Is Akira a series or something?
Akira? Yes.
It's a series, yeah.
Akira. Marvel Epic put it out.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it in black. You can get really volumes of it in black and white, or you could buy the serialized prestige format.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't typically like manga either, but I did like Akira and
DVD.
Funny thing, in the 1990s, a local publisher here in Portugal who does not publish U.S. comics, everything is French.
Mm-hmm.
They somehow got the rights to Akira, and they got the photo stats for the Epic Comics, so they published it in color.
Oh wow! I hope you liked it. I hope you read it.
Yeah,
bought it,
yeah,
and
yeah.
liked it.
Yeah.
Lone Wolf and Cub, another good one.
Lone Wolf and Cub is another one. If you like samurai stories, dude, you will love Lone Wolf and Cub, man.
Oh, if you like Frank Miller, you have to find out where Frank Miller stole all his poses.
Yeah. Sin City is basically a ripoff of the Chambara Lone Wolf and Cub, man. It really is.
Oh, you mentioned. Oh, there's another pretty good one. Nausicaa.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Yeah.
Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind by the Walt Disney of Japan, Hayao Miyazaki. Me and my wife, we are big Miyazaki fans. We own everything that man has ever done. And he is awesome.
Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, we own it all, dude. All of it. And I'm not talking the Disney Blu-rays that they publish. No, I'm talking direct from Japan. We own it all. That guy is awesome, man.
You mentioned Star Wars being a sci-fi fantasy. I think it's a fairy tale.
Very much. Yeah, and that's what science fantasy is. It's fairy tale.
The hero rescues the princess.
Yep.
At least a good hope. Yeah, the first one.
Appleseed is actually a deep dive. It looks like a cyberpunk action drama, but it actually it's a deep dive into like Ghost in the Shell, because it's done by the same guy who did Ghost in the Shell, just came out years before Ghost in the Shell did. And it is about what is life? How far can we become cyberneticized before we lose our humanity? What makes humans human and all that kind of stuff? That guy did that same type of thesis in all his manga that he did, because there's Appleseed, there's Black Magic 66, there's Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, it's very good. It is very good.
And of course, Battle of the Planet.
Oh, Gatchaman was awesome. Gatchaman. Yeah. I love Gatchaman, dude. It's so
I'm not a manga fan here. I'm going, this is great.
Yeah, yeah, because when they brought that over to America, we only got like 40 episodes of it. The whole series in Japan was like 98 episodes.
And you know, they changed the whole story.
Yeah. And they put that stupid robot in to talk to the kids, man.
It was like a completely different thing in the US, even though it was the same animation.
But I will agree with Jean Malo on the fact that a lot of the modern anime and manga that's brought over, all the girl love stories, magical girls, and all this isekai crap and the borderline hentai crap that's being pushed by a lot of these companies, that is trash. That is garbage. Okay. And you've got to, just like with comics. Okay,
Wandering Boy. Is that right?
It's the artwork. The problem I have is in the artwork. All the guys look the same. All the women look the same.
Well, that's
boring. That's boring.
But that's because it's the mass market stuff. If you look at One Piece, none of the characters look like manga characters, and every one of them look different. The art style is so unique, man. Now, I will agree with Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, they all have the same build style, everything.
Yeah, when Saint Seiya debuted on TV here, I hated it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, a cartoon with blood. How edgy. And that was like 12.
I recently rewatched, because I watched it first. There was a mini series called Castlevania.
Yeah, that's great.
I played that game.
Yeah.
The original Nintendo, and then I have a Super Nintendo Mini, and the only reason I bought it because it had the two games that I played when I had my original Super Nintendo was Contra 3, The Alien Wars, and Super Castlevania. And that's the only reason I bought this. I paid $289 Canadian for it.
Oh my goodness, dude! You get
just
them
for
40,
two
50
freaking
bucks now,
games,
bro.
Okay? But I wanted it. And then when I saw that they were making a mini series animated Castlevania, I watched it. I hated the graphics. It looks Japanese. I don't like Japanese graphics. I'm sorry. Everybody looks the same. The guys, the girls, they all look the same. I like Marvel. I like DC. I like Dynamite because the people look real.
Okay, show me
They
one
don't
Marvel
look
book.
like.
Show me one Marvel book right now that is up to photo portrait standing like Neil Adams quality or Jim Steranko quality like we used to get from Marvel, but they're doing it right now today. I guarantee you can't.
You only have
right
one guy
now,
doing
right
that.
now, I collect Dynamite.
Right, but
Who do
okay,
we
but
have? Paulo?
okay. The only guy we have still doing that is the guy that we don't want doing that because he sucks. It's Greg Land.
Yeah, because he copies Sports Illustrated models and just puts different clothes on them.
But here's the thing: nobody actually does. Nobody actually does realistic. We think it's realistic compared to what we consider cartoony, but action adventure is not and has never been realistic. There's a
No, but I mean, it looks more real than what you can find like in the miniseries.
Well, actually, I have to correct myself.
I don't want video games. I want more realistic. That's what I.
We do have
that's my argument.
We do have one artist today who does realistic and actually paints it by hand rather than do it on a computer. But he's so famous and popular, he picks and chooses what he wants to do when he wants to do it, and that's Alex Ross. Okay.
And I always thought that Joe Jusko was a lot more realistic than Alex Ross could ever hope to be.
Jusko is one of my favorites.
I don't think so. Joe Jusko is not realistic.
He does everybody too buff, I guess, because of that. Yeah. But Earl Norem is realistic, but he doesn't do interiors, so.
Yeah.
I like Dave Dorman too.
Oh, Dave Dorman was phenomenal, man. I haven't heard his name since early Dark Horse days in the 80s, man. Good call, Kevin. Yeah. But these are guys you don't see working now today because they're frustrated with the industry, man. You know? And so all we get are the cartoony artists nowadays that are willing to work for whatever pennies Marvel decides to pay them to do the books.
There's a great artist in Spain that I think you'd like for realistic art, but his comic has never been published in the U.S. as far as I know. The series is called El Mercenario, the guy's name is Vicente Segredes.
Oh, okay.
And his if you Google the name Segredes, you're going to find that a lot of those guys. Was that?
But see, that's just a cover art. She doesn't look like that on the inside.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't buy books for the cover. I hate to say that.
It's cover buys all the time.
Yeah.
And
for
it's
me,
signed.
I'm a reader, so I have to have a compelling storyline.
When I saw this one, that I got this one, I think this came from Rob Fatstacks, actually. I think he gave me that.
Oh, come on, Jeff. You're telling me if I got you a bunch of Neil Adams Batman books and gave them to you for Christmas, you wouldn't read that and say, oh, I don't like it because it's not stylized art. It's photorealistic.
No. If it's a mini series and it's not more than 5 or 6 issues for an arc, I'll read it. If it's more than forget it.
I was talking to Jeff, because he says he wants he wants stylized art. I'm like, man, come on, Neil Adams on Batman and Detective Comics, he revolutionized comics in the 60s and early 70s, Yeah, I got all those from my wife.
2007 Dorman did the Highlander covers.
Yeah, I found those for $1 each in the dollar
I bought
bin.
a lot of them out of the dollar bins.
Yeah, because my wife loves Highlander and the TV show Grimm. And now, speaking of Grimm, those Grimm books have went up like crazy because they're making a movie and might be bringing back the TV show.
Yeah, I love the Highlander series. I actually like it more than any of the movies.
I dig it, Jeff. Yeah, when there's action, I want over-the-top action, too. I mean, I love Jack Kirby because Jack Kirby always did the exaggerated expressions. Even when he was drawing people just standing still, they were in action poses and big faces and mouths and, you know.
Yeah. Here's that thing I was talking about, The Mercenary by Vicente Segredes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So if you're also familiar with the British artist Don Lawrence, it kind of looks like him a little bit.
Oh, he did all the interiors too, huh?
Yeah.
Because the guy only started doing his first comic came out when he was 40.
Naked women.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he was a cover illustrator. He did science fiction. That's covers for science fiction books in Spain. And finally, the Josep Toutain, who was the guy who commissioned all of those Spanish artists to produce comic book stories for the Warren magazines in the 80s.
Yeah,
he was the one who convinced Segredes to finally go into comics, and they decided to create this one. So the first albums are serialized in a heavy metal type magazine called CMOC, which came out in Spain, and then he put out the albums. The thing is, the Segredes family, they're all like big time artists. One of these guys' uncles, and this guy's 80. But one of these guys' uncles, he had his house in Valencia was turned into a museum, and another uncle in the 1920s and 30s used to do covers and illustration for the New Yorker.
This was
so it's an artistic family.
I'm going to tell you the history of this, Michael Moorcock himself said this is the closest to his actual Elric novels.
Michael Whelan.
That he ever have seen done. And this was a foreign book. It's a 2-part book. Elric the White Wolf, and the first part was the Ruby Throne. And they translated in English. They left it, and the art in it, as you can see, is just phenomenal. And being that I love Elric to begin with, this was just incredible icing on the cake. All photorealistic. Just, I need to find the Ruby Throne, man. Whoever these guys, Blondell, Kano, Rect, and Tello are, kudos to them for bringing Elric to life, because Kevin and I are big Elric and Michael Moorcock fans, you know, and we've seen all the comics that have come out, and for Michael Moorcock himself to say this is the definitive Elric, the way it should be done, that says something. And
one of those guys, Robin Recht, he's from Germany. He did one of the French Conans as well, the ones that were published by Ablaze Publishing.
Oh, okay. Is he the artist who did the new version of Conan, Power of the Elephant, that's out as a book with his beautiful full-page art on each page?
No, there's a new one.
Okay.
The French
fan of Whelan.
Yeah. As for Blondell, Blondell also wrote one of those French Conans. Let me check out his good stuff that he's done. He contributed to the Meta Barons books, but that was after Jodorowsky had quit. There's a Gilgamesh comic that Blondell wrote. That came out in France in 2010, but I don't think there are foreign editions of that. Although there should be. This was published by Soleil Productions. So, rest of
Gilgamesh.
the
Gilgamesh. There was a Star Trek episode about Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
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 Robin
Gilgamesh.
Resch is working on one of the Torgal.
Oh, Fahrenheit 451. That's one of my favorite Ray Bradbury books, man.
And it's a movie too.
Yeah.
I'm in like now.
All right. Well, guys, I'm going to go. I got to get dressed. I got to get more cancer sticks and going to watch a movie with the wife while we're waiting for the turkey to get done because it's going to be a while. It's a big 24-pounder. And I hope you all have a safe and fun Thanksgiving. Count your blessings, people, because we got family, we got friends, we got each other, and those are great things. And I got tons of cats to drive me nuts.
I'm Canadian, so right now it's not Thanksgiving, but I wish you a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but you can still give thanks, man. For
And
all
tell your wife to save that cheesecake for me. The cheesecake belongs to me.
Honey, Gene says save that cheesecake. It belongs to him. I'll see you guys.
Anybody else claims it, I'll break his hands.
Man, you made me hungry, so I'm gonna end the stream and go grab some food. Paulo, thanks for joining us, man.
No problem.
It's been a great talk. I really enjoyed it. John Willow, as always.
More than 2.5 hours. So.
And thanks to Jeff and Will and Matt and whoever else I'm forgetting.
Take care, everyone.
Happy
Thanksgiving for all my American friends.
Yep. Y'all have a blessed day. Count your blessings and show gratitude.
Later.
Y'all have a great day.